Okay, so we'll get going with it. Mars Horizon, this won the recent Longplay vote, and we're jumping in blind. I don't know anything about this game, I haven't played it or seen it before. Perhaps it would be a good idea to review what the description for it was. Edry submitted this on a Longplay vote, and they say it's a management sim first and foremost with lighter puzzle elements. Gameplay is mostly planning and stretching your tiny budget to stay ahead or just keep up in a space race. Seems pretty on brand for the channel. Gave me great vibes for what it's worth, so says Edry. Well, we'll see just how true that was. Let's jump in with a new game. So it looks like we can select from 5 different agencies, although we can customize it, but I think we'll just go play it straight with the ESA. I mean, this is where I am, so why not? I mean, we could play as America, could play as the Soviets, there's China and Japan as well, but no, we'll stick with European speedrunning assembly. Okay, now we'll just go with the middle of the path here. Explorer looks to be in easy mode, but nah, try and avoid easy mode where I can. I have been warned in a YouTube comment that when you set up a game, be sure to put on auto-resolve as available for all missions. It looks like it's an option that we can do, so I don't know if we'll want to or not, but I was warned that it's a good idea to have that available. And yeah, let's keep that tutorial on, because I have no idea what I'm doing going into this. I have no real knowledge or love for all things space, so that probably won't help me here. The European Speedrunning Assembly will obviously win the space race just like any race. It'd be nice to see AGDQ versus ESA. Sadly though, I think that AGDQ would probably come out on top there. So welcome, Dictator. You are entrusted with guiding our agency through the dawning space age and far beyond. Only by working together can we realize feats long thought impossible. We just keep stacking boxes on top of each other until we reach the stars. That's the way we'll do it. The solar system screen is your gateway to various aspects. Okay, great. Your tutorial objectives are tracked here. So I need to build a rocket, build a launch pad, and launch a rocket. Very nice. Your first objective is critical step, construct. Yes, we'll get right on it. Selecting the planetary body of the solar system screen, highlight Earth, and click. Oh, I will. What do we have? Oh, we've got a lot of things here. Right, the mission select screen displays all missions. So, are these our missions? I guess these are the missions and these are all the countries that are doing at it. I'm going to have to be able to tell at a glance which is Soviet and which is China. Details of the current select mission found here, length of the mission. Okay, rewards. So maybe the reward is only available for whoever gets it done first. Not sure. There are 2 types of missions, milestones and requests. Milestones are important for advancing. Request missions. Only available for a limited time. So do these private companies and individuals asking us to do things? Like take people on pleasure cruises up into space? I could get behind that. Research required to unlock currently selected mission will be here. Looks like I don't need any so far, just for a test launch. We researched all that tech in Hearts of Iron. All the space agencies are racing, so you can track the progress of them. And once you're ready, plan the mission. Oh, I will. So it looks like we have to build a vehicle and do launch preparations. Very well. Each mission plan takes up 1 mission slot. Unlock. Oh, okay, so we can only focus on one thing at one time right now. Test, no payload, get straight to the launch vehicle. Right, I will. Let's build ourselves one. Select previous vehicle designs or choose one. Right, well, there's only sounding rockets, so let's get ourselves a sounding rocket. This is a vehicle designer. You'll be able to design. Getting Kerbal Space Program vibes when I see a rocket like that. Man, I was so close on that. This is a vehicle designer. So we actually do design these things. Vehicles made of booster, upper stage, booster, test launch, sounding, no payload. Check the booster. The launch pad requirement is not currently met. We require a launch pad. You can still design and build the vehicle, but it needs a launch pad. Launch pad McDuck or McQuack. Launch reliability, key stat. Okay, so I was warned that there's the horrible outcome that everything just explodes and the Chinese beat you to the stars, and then you lament about how expensive your failure is. We'll see if it comes to that, though. As an experimental vehicle... What are you doing up at this hour, fan of gaming? Experimental vehicle, Sounding Rocket has very low reliability, but it will gain a large amount of reliability per launch, even if it blows up. Okay, so destruction has its own rewards. Very good. Okay, valid design, so we can move on. But what if it weren't? I guess we haven't unlocked stuff for it. Also, the name Transcendental? Oh, that's a pretty horrible name. Tell you what, I'm going to start using... I'm going to use supporter names for these so it could be all the more fun when they explode on me here. So I'm just going to call this one Sergeant Dirt. Once the vehicle has been constructed, you'll receive a construction report from your engineers. This will often include traits that may affect how you approach construction. What? So there are traits for the launches themselves. Fair enough. If you have the necessary funds, you can start constructing the vehicle. This can take several months. Oh no, we need more factories on it. Once the vehicle's completed, you'll be able to move on. Alright, and it costs a bundle of money as well. So what do we have there? There's critical failure, negative... So it's more likely than not to have a negative event. I have a funny feeling this thing's going to explode on me horribly. And I don't have a lot of money. At all. I guess the war really took it out of us. We'll begin construction immediately. Yeah, okay, very good. Now that the Sounding Rocket is constructing, time to build a launch pad capable of launching it. I wonder if this is turn-based per month, or if time is going to gradually tick by. Still, let's get on that research. Research, I need myself a... Wait, where's the launch pad? You can research new technologies vital to your space program, mission tree, It's probably under buildings then. Each tree is made up of nodes. Yes, I've seen a tech tree before in my life. Each research node requires a certain amount of tech. Here's our tech. It's turn-based per month, says Marvin. Gotcha. Each research tree is split into eras. Wonder how futuristic this game gets. When you're ready, yeah, I am ready. Let's go and get ourselves that small launch pad. Yes, I see it. You'll be able to launch first mission. Oh, I probably should have paid attention to this stuff. Oh, like everything, it costs money. It even has upkeep. Ah, but that's probably just to have the building, not to research it. Researching just costs this, of which I have none. But I'll get plenty next turn. Okay, jolly good. Here you can keep track of resources. Yep, so I saw. Support is primarily earned from completing missions. Earning support is key to reaching higher funding. I do like funding. Must have been really hard to get funding for this sort of endeavor as the world was pulling itself back together. Again, I have very little knowledge or interest in these sorts of things, even though I've been to the Kennedy Space Center 2 or 3 times. Upcoming events relating to your agency will be shown here. So there'll be a funding review next year, oh dear. Past events appear here. So we can keep an eye on what other agencies are doing. I wonder if they protect their secrets. Okay, well... What are you telling me about here? Ah, it's got real-world information. Oh, I love almanacs like that in games. Probably born from my love of how much information Caesar 3 had about Romans. Well, there's a lot of reading there that I'm sure people who are watching the VOD can pause and read themselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 planet. We thought Pluto was a planet then. Crikey, the sun. Ah, so that's why it's called the Sol system. Okay, good for us. Now let's continue on. I mean, I like libraries and big collections of books, Marvin, but more from an aesthetic point of view rather than, ooh, I can't wait to go and read all these things. Launchpads are an essential service structure for launch vehicles, allowing maintenance work. Yeah, well, we're going to need to build it then. We have it researched, though. Alright, let's go and get it built up at our space base. Ooh, okay, this is a little ugly. Expanding your base is vital. You'll be able to build a model Roman city, eh? Q and D, rotate and zoom. Except I can't do it during this tutorial thing being in the way. And there's our build button. So there we go. Can I pan around? Okay, there we go. This is just like the Europe I know. Down to those palm trees. Okay. Ooh, get me back to that. So I want to build me a... Oh, here we go. Each building has a unique effect. Buildings have a build cost and upkeep. Afford... You'll be able to construct one in most buildings. Some can have their building limit researched. Construct a small launch pad. If you can't afford it, wait a month or two until you get... Well, it looks like we can afford it. So let's go and have our launch pad. Placed wherever there is space. Building on top of removable obstacles is possible as long as you can afford the cost of removing the obstruction. You'd think we'd clear this stuff out ahead of time. Each building has potential positive and negative adjacency if... Oh, it's like a little puzzle about where you put everything. I'm not the best at these. I mean, it's bad to have it next to whatever this is. I'd like to see what it is. That's our headquarters and that's our vehicle hangar. So it's good to have those adjacent, but I don't want to have my Launchpad McDuck next to the HQ, so it's probably best to put it here. Probably. Once it's completed, you'll be able to launch your first rocket. Very limited zoom. This is as close in as we can get. Kind of looks like that cell shading stuff that was really big around the turn of the millennium. The artistic style of this. I feel it kind of clashes with these, with the environment there, though. It shows your bonus at the bottom right corner when you're placing them. Okay, did not notice that. Now that your previous research is complete, you need to select a new one. Good early choice is artificial satellite to allow your agency to start payloads. Didn't like the idea of a payload. But what about vehicle tree? Technology is bigger and better launch vehicles. Develops increasingly advanced payloads, so too must your booster technology adapt. Okay. Well, who am I to deny the game's recommendation for an artificial satellite? Wait, science reward? Do I get a reward for being the first one to do this? Well, if you say so. Are any of our foes up to anything? Appears not. So next month we'll have this rocket built, we'll have our launch pad built, and it's time to get launching. Lovely. Get on it. Our engineers have reported launch vehicle construction without any notable issues. Wow. But it has this unknown trait. Just feels weird that an inanimate object would have a trait. The final stage in the mission plan involves assigning a crew. Crew? This isn't a man thing. I suppose it's a ground crew. Uncrewed mission. No crew needs to be assigned. Oh, well then. Seems like a waste of everyone's time. All that remains is the all-important launch date. Select the launch date button to... Can I? Ah, no, we click here to choose the launch date. On the calendar screen, you'll be able to set a launch date each month. Represents a launch window, 3 types of launch, optimal, suboptimal, and invalid. Optimal are ideal, suboptimal carries a penalty, cannot launch an invalid. I noticed that the Soviets don't get invalid windows. Any invalid window becomes a suboptimal window. You can view the progress of the other agencies here. Schedule launch before those of other agencies if you want to beat them to the milestone. Well, I do. Okay, well there's a lot of optimal times coming up. I don't see any reason not to just do it on April, which is current date. Yeah, why wait? We can do it. We're just on the middling difficulty here, Eternal. With the launch date set, final step is to confirm. Very well. Launch approved by who? Just thought of the word lunch there. Need to start using that in Wordle. The mission operation team begin preparations. It'll be done in next month. Excellent. Advance till the next. Well, before we do that, I'm curious about this one. How do we pump 126 into that when I only make 113? I don't know. So I'm wondering if that's a reward I get for completing this tech, or just a reward I get for doing the artificial satellite. I suspect it's for launching the artificial satellite itself. Complete the era, get a space systems expertise. Ooh, lots of choices. Got anything about diplomacy here? On the diplomacy screen, you'll be able to see your relationship with the other space agencies. Ah, we could ally with somebody and get access to their contractors. Don't know what contractors are. Depending on your reputation, from allied to agnostic. I can't imagine that the Soviets and America are feeling too great about each other. Each type, apart from neutral, gains... But wait, we get bonuses from bad times? Competing and antagonistic, boost funds and reduce the other agency's joint mission contributions. Is that good? I don't know. Jings, why is China so unhappy with me? Might be able to ally with the Americas then. It would be nice not to have to invade them, because it's always a pain in the butt. Anything else worth our time around here? We've got our one active mission, and the others have not yet planned their mission. I don't know what an end goal would be for this still stranded. As I said, this is completely blind. Wonder if there's anything else to be taking a look at before we advance on. I'm going to take another look at my base. There was something about this. Ah, I see. It gets a plus... no, -2 vehicle build time. Ah. So that's all the bonuses that you get by having adjacencies. Very good. Can I build anything else? Can I build... No. No, I have nothing to build. Very well then. Here's the artificial satellite that I was looking at though, so I will need to do this mission. Build a satellite into stable orbit around Earth. Prominent early lead in the space race. But nobody's coming in with new requests for us. Very well, let's carry on. The game is not as freeform as Kerbal. It's steps you need to do, like quests. Not a problem. I mean, I really enjoyed Kerbal, and part of it was how free it was. I don't recall having to worry about funding or anything like that in Kerbal. Different kinds of games, though. Before launching a payload, vital to... Yes, that's what we're doing. Optimal date, no training. You have not selected a training profile, no training bonus has been applied. Is that a problem? I hope not. Let's go and do it. Even if it fails, we'll learn from it. And I suspect that Sergeant Dirt here is about to explode into flames. Is this really our optimal date? Seems a bit rainy. All I had to do was land on the moon. Didn't even need to be a graceful landing. Right. Terrible conditions. Even less likely to be any good for us. I think we should continue anyway, though, because... Even if it explodes, we'll learn a lot from it. So let's just make it happen. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Who put the French in charge? Well, it didn't explode on the landing pad, so that's already a success. Hasn't exploded yet. Also a success. Okay, oh, yeah, not bad, not bad. Systems damage? Ah, who really cares? I'd still say that was a cracking launch. System damage, it got up there like it was meant to. And hey, still counts as done. If it doesn't explode, you didn't lose enough wrenches in the system. This isn't like putting together the crummiest generator in Frostpunk, though. Well, not yet, at least. So, get ourselves a lovely wee reward. And that'll surely increase our standing, so we can get more funding on our pay review. Congratulations on completing your search. Resounding success. I'm not sure about resounding. But it didn't explode, so good enough. Next tutorial objective includes achieving a crucial milestone, placing your first artificial satellite. Such a noteworthy mission bound to take... Okay. Wrapped public. Wrapped. The first step in this new endeavor is to research the thing. Well, I already did that, so get off my back. Yeah, we're already on that, so nothing to worry about. But we've got some more Spacepedia stuff. Rocket fuel. Hypergolic liquid fuel. Fascinating. Test launches so-called sounding rockets. Initial step. A US Viking sounding rocket begins its ascent. Retro. Okay, no active missions. Well, of course not. I haven't built any rockets and the like, have I? What else is there to check? Okay, none here at all. Select planetary bodies in the solar system. What, like Earth? Oh, I have to come here for the requests. So we've done this. Milestone rank, mission reward. Milestone ranks are awarded to the first 3 agents. Oh, the first 3 agencies. So keeping up is okay. You don't have to be the first. Ah, but it looks like if you are the first, you get the biggest bonus in terms of support. Liking that funding tier progress. Right, we'll want to get on this then. We're working on that artificial satellite. We need an Esro 2B. Which means I need to research you, then you. So is there nothing for me to do this turn? Oh. Milestone missions have 2 research requirements. Once these have been completed, you can start planning that mission. Recommended research may also be listed here. Vehicle parts may prove useful. Not required, though. Music to my ears. First place, first loser. Second loser, then trash. I wonder if I could get the second reward as well then, if I just do this again. I doubt it. But it seems kind of naff to not do anything right now because I'm busy researching. Build the payload, build the vehicle, and I can't really do either of those, can I? No, probably not. Just doesn't feel right to pass the day without doing anything. Oh, right. You can click that and it'll just pass time until the next event happens, so maybe it's expected that you just pass time without doing anything. An essential step. Okay, so we got our artificial satellite. And we're into the dawn of spaceflight. Rocket technology advances, prospect of exploring beyond the confines of our planet. The public continues to question whether fledgling agencies can overcome the danger. Well, it hardly seems like their problem. And everybody's getting their own things on the go now. By researching the first era, I've unlocked the moon. The moon can be selected in the solar system. You can quickly navigate with Q and D. Ooh, can I pan around here some way, somehow? Kind of. Was that moon there before? just kind of appeared. We can do some lunar orbiting, but again, it's going to need some tech that I do not yet have. Ah, looks like any excess research you have banks up. Okay, well I need that that payload. If I'm going to do myself an artificial satellite, we'll get the payload. I wonder, can you queue research? What if I have more than I can spend here? It was recommending the booster, right? Suggested vehicle parts. Although it doesn't say which ones. Recommended research, suggested mission vehicle parts. Which ones are those, though? Jake talks half as fast as his last Caesar stream. Yeah, that one took focus beyond measure for me. A small solid fuel upper stage capable of lifting only basic satellites into da-da-da-da-da. Earlier sounding rocket design. Well, okay, there we go. Are you sure you want to change your active research? No. Okay, so it doesn't look like you can queue them. You just have to get them done. Anyway, we'll get that research done. Did we get something else here? The eras. I think I'm going to stop clicking on these. I just wanted to get rid of that notification thing. Alright, fair enough. We'll go to next month. And then we'll start. Well, maybe I should build it now? Don't know. Also, where was building done at again? Where was the building done? Diplomacy base? Launchpad? God, managed to forget where that was done. We can look at the picture, we certainly can. Hang on, where did I do the building at? There was somewhere that I went to construct that rocket earlier and I've forgotten where it was. Active base, diplomacy, Spacepedia. On Earth when you select the mission, but you can't build yet. I thought I could build it ahead of time. Oh, of course, I haven't got this thing built, researched yet, so I'll need to research that then and start building it. Very well, continue on. Now the artificial satellite payloads research, you can start the mission plan. Select Earth, find the mission. You need a free mission slot in order to do a new one. I'm well aware. And it does recommend that we get ourselves some better boosters. Sounding rocket's probably not going to cut the mustard here. Not understanding which of these are... Well, I don't understand the difference between these things. A small, solid fuel upper stage. And a small, early liquid fuel rocket. Seems like it's a pretty big choice between the two of them. Or maybe they're just different parts of the rocket. The left one carries your rocket, the right one carries your payload. Well, the rocket's surely far more important than the payload. Okay. There's also a request here. Atmospheric sampling. Request, great way to supplement. They don't require any further research, just a mission slot. Each request mission is only available for a set amount of time. Can only be attempted once. Oh my. So what is this? Launch a suborbital sounding rocket to measure the effect of... Well, that sounds worth doing. Since, you know, we just need to make a sounding rocket and we have the power to do that. Now that you have a booster selected, it's time to select an upper stage capable of carrying the payload. Well, I can't select anything there, but it's probably not important because it's just sending off another one of these. Alright, who are you going to be? You're going to be Karma and Effect. I thought these things would be a bit more oomph to them, but maybe they'll explode later on. Alright, let's get on that. The reliability at least has gone up thanks to us doing this. Did it say I'll get money for doing this though? I get support and I get science, and support does mean money, so sure. Gotta get that research done nice and fast. Maybe I should get this upper stage thing done as well. Is that still part of what's recommended? Does it not show me the other missions? 40% reliability in a rocket seems a little risky. It's okay, that's why we're doing it in France. Click on Earth to see... It keeps throwing me off, like, this is missions, but I go here for missions and milestones. Still suggests mission vehicle part. Okay. This is what it was showing here on the screen. It wasn't showing me that. Well, I'll just get both. No one's going to stop me. Also, how are my competitors getting on? Wow, Soviet Union's waiting a long time for their one. But everybody else is about to do their launches. And then they'll get their second place. And other loser trophies. Okay, made ourselves another sounding rocket. With another unknown trait to it. Well, let's get prepped for launch. Most missions will include a payload. I think the tutorial is thinking we're doing the payload mission, but we are not. Okay, we'll go for November. It's about the only optimal one coming up. Although this is eating into my time for the next mission. We got any moon-related stuff that we could be doing? Lunar orbit. It's going to require its own research. At least we're getting plenty of time to be doing the research. It's probably not France, but the French spaceport in Kourou, French Guinea. Ah, yes. Outsource risk. Okay, so we get our research done and continue on with it. Not sure I need any of this stuff, but... Let's see, research lab. Greatly improve scientific yields. Rigorous vehicle engine tests. Complex mission payloads. That's probably a necessity down the line. I'll need to look into lunar orbit at some point, though. Animal in space. Don't necessarily need to be brought back to Earth. Nasty stuff. Get me on that lunar orbit, since we know we're going to need that eventually. And let's carry on until it's launch time. How about sending Frenchmen to orbit? Then we definitely don't want them back. Okay, let's get to it. Let's see how horrible these conditions are. Oh my god, it's pishing with rain again. Well, you know, I like that 15% success. So let's go for it. Maybe delay this time. Oh yeah, you only get one shot at this, don't you? They may improve or worsen on future dates. Alright, well, let's try January instead. Oh wait, it's November right now, so we should go for December. Surely? Hopefully it doesn't cost me money to delay this. Can't believe you have to delay a whole month. Like, just do it tomorrow. I'm sure the rain will pass. The rain is good. It'll help you extinguish the inevitable fire. Okay, right. Well, let's hope that next month is going better. Have the other folks done their launches yet, though? Ah, here we go. So, NASA became second place, Japan became third, China's fourth, and the Soviets still haven't done theirs. Alright, how's it looking? Hey, it's the first not rainy day in France. Looks like ideal conditions, good even. Alright, I'm liking that 47% chance of success. Go for it. Okay, so far so not bad. No explosion. It seems to be veering off the... oh. Should have launched on the rainy day. 1%? Who built this bucket of bolts? Well, guess we ain't winning that. Hopefully that doesn't reduce our funding. ESA failed. Oh man, are we the first one showing up here as a failure? Everybody else is succeeding in theirs. Oh god, they're working on their artificial satellites. I can't allow them to beat me on that. Right. It's satellite time. We need to plan our own mission here. Oh no. No. Can't have them beat us there. Right. We'll build ourselves a payload. Launch vehicle into space. Used by a mission task. Occur. Overall, yes, very good. Payload reliability. Key payload stat. Higher reliability, make them easier, but sometimes worth sacrificing for a cheaper build cost. Well, I need to do it before the Americans. That's a given. Each mission payload has available variants. Variants, eh? Again, just reminding me that I've got Hearts of Iron tonight. It's pretty important that I win this one. Increased power, increased cost. I've got a lot of money, but it doesn't improve the reliability at all. It just improves power, which... yeah, forget that. We'll just do it standard. Like they do with vehicles, your engineers will deliver a custom... Okay, very good. Let's get that construction done. Oh, but I can't build the vehicle until this is ready. Ooh, it's going to be a bit tight on the time then, isn't it? Oh well. How's that research for lunar orbit coming along nicely? Well, we've got good experience with rockets. We've had a suboptimal launch and a critical failure. Can learn a lot from that. After analyzing data from your recent failed test, researchers have identified several improvements that can be made in booster technology. Sometimes we learn more when things blow up, a particularly enthusiastic engineer commented. Many Frenchmen died that day. Probably. Right. They love what we do, so they're going to give us more money. Excellent. They just need to love us even more. Achieving lunar orbit is challenging endeavor. Acquiring payload, reaching moon, course corrections. Necessitates course correction. First milestone challenge is available. Very good. View the current milestone on Earth. Well, what are we going for though? Actually, maybe I should consider what the other milestones are going to be. Time remaining for the current challenge is on this, yes. A new milestone challenge will become available when you complete or fail the previous one. There's no penalty for failing a milestone challenge. Complete 3 milestone missions. Well, we'll want to do Animal in Space at some point. Meaning we're going to need to research that and the Eden. Alright, well... actually, maybe the Eden would be... wait, where's the Eden? What is the Eden? I thought it was one of these things. Ah, no, it comes after you. But there's also Payload Pioneer. Small probe, scientific stuff. Might be better for the orbit stuff. Nah, forget it. We put the animals into space. That's how we operate. Alright. What's that exclamation thing trying to tell me about? something happening on Earth. Is it trying to tell me that my plan is ready to go? No, it's still waiting a month. Oh god. I'm gonna have to take a really suboptimal launch just to beat the Americans, I think. The exclamation tells you have new request missions. Aha. Well, I'm in the middle of something, so I won't be doing this. Your researchers developed new guidance system requires testing on a basic sounding rocket. No time. Must beat America. Mm-hmm. No notable issues. So there are probably some unnotable issues. To launch this mission, you'll need a vehicle, booster, upper stage. Okay. Well, I only have one here, don't I? So there you go. Carry the payload. Payload capacity must be equal to the mass. I'm sure it is. You'll commonly use parts you haven't researched yet. This can be the best way to design the perfect vehicle and won't prevent you from selecting however you need to okay, so you can choose these, but then you have to research them. A good rule is to select an upper stage payload capacity close to the mass in order to save on time. Yeah, so I could be doing some of these other ones. Whoa. don't think this tiny thruster is getting you up there. Anyway, this is what we have, so this is what we're doing. We're going to get ourselves this booster. On you go. Lift must be equal to the mass. That probably is. We'll just eyeball it, right? Different parts gain different... Okay, so the more you use something, the more it levels up. Interesting. Kind of discourages experimentation, though, surely. You can check whether your selected thing is valid here. If not, find other combinations. I'm sure it's fine. It better be fine because we can't afford anything else. Okay. You gonna blow up on me, GF Mingo? I think the I is capitalized there. Another unrevealed trait. How long is it going to take you to build this thing? I don't have a lot of time. I do have money, though. 3 months! I don't have 3 months. Those Americans are going to be up there in no time. "5 months and the Americans... I'm going to have to just take the crappiest launch available. Okay, very well. Okay. Without risking astronauts. Get the payload Eden research so we can send that animal into space long before any of the other agencies do. And our rocket should be complete without issue. Tell me it's without issue, or even with good issues. Wait, what? Payload up, launch down. Doesn't matter. We've got to launch. Now, the Americans are doing it in July. Oh, go figure. Americans would want to do things on July. But we're going to beat them. We're going to do it in June. Launch reliability doesn't look great. The good news is the satellite will work. Bad news, it'll never make it to orbit. So it's going to be a bit of a ground satellite. Okay, excellent. And we can't take another mission until we're done with this, but we will be done with this. Complete artificial satellite. Oh god. This bothers me greatly. I wonder if there's a way to just get that thing away without having to click on that. Okay, it's time. Please no pishing with rain. Then again, pishing with rain is something we succeeded in. Oh, come on! I think these launches are being done from Orkney. Dear, right, we're gonna take the 36% chance that things work out for us. On you go. There's a lot of sparks. Okay, well, if it explodes, it's not taking out our base, at least. It's not veering off course. It's piercing the heavens. Still not exploding. Oh, good enough. One random command is lost from a module on first turn of first... I don't even know what you mean. Looks like a relative success to me, though. Wait, what is this? New task, achieve Earth orbit. Collect comms, collect data. Okay. During mission tasks, you need to issue commands to the payload in order to achieve the task objective. Okay. The current task objective is shown here. To complete the task, you need to generate the required resources. So I need to get 2 bits of Wi-Fi and 2 blue batteries. But I get a bonus if I get 50% more of them. Resources generated via payload commands. Each command requires a specific input in order to generate the output of what? You only have a limited amount of commands per turn. Choose wisely. Planning phase, turn, undo, select. When you're happy with selected commands, I don't think I understood a word of that. What does it even want me to do here? Let's see, I've got 4 power. So I guess I disabled for 1 turn due to failure. Okay, so it looks like we do these things to get things. So if I just do this and then do 2 of that, I will surely be fine. Okay, great. So we get a bit of whatever there. I don't feel like we're comfortably beating the critical failures here. Okay, so we have that. Now we need some Wi-Fi. A turn, complete each time. Da 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 da. Recharge. Okay. Resist errors that occur. Keeping some spare power is a good precaution against unexpected issues. So if I recharge and then do a signal test, I should get 1 Wi-Fi and only spend 1 power. Okay. Yeah! Critical success, right? Preemptive payload positioning resulted in the antenna being ideally aligned for transmission. Okay. I can see why I was warned to have this set to auto-resolve. Every task will have a bonus objective. Meeting these before your turns run out will be challenging, but doing so results in a substantial reward boost. Okay. So surely I could just, since I have 2 turns, I can recharge a bit of power and get some battery power, and then do a double signal test to make sure I get that. Although... Nah, we'll just, we'll do it that way. Recharge and get ourselves some batteries. I reset that because I'm not sure I did. Okay. That's confusing me. Number 2 and number 1. This one goes into number 2. Well, whatever. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Oh no! We actually lost some battery power unless you spend some power to resist. We will resist. Ah, but we did get the 3 there. So perhaps I should get a bit of power and then hope that we get our bonus here. That sounds about right. Seems to be giving me some warning signs. Do not like. Oh, yeah, jeez, no. We'll lose an idea. Okay, well, this is why we have that extra power. Get resisting. Hey! God, everything we do in space just tainted with failure. Okay, still though, let's reap those rewards and fist pump because we beat the Americans on it. Despite looking into sending animals into space already. The artificial satellite Are we sure it's that safely done? You've achieved a major milestone for your agency, opened the door to launching more complex payloads, perhaps even those that could carry humans into space. For such formidable challenges, it's critical that your mission staff receive the right training. Great benefit to a mission. Key stats such as reliability or the mission's science reward. Constructing the appropriate buildings in your base. Yes, very well. Oh. We're working on Eden. After we're done on Eden, I guess we can get to these other things. I do want to work towards getting that animal in space. Oh man, feels good being number 1. I hope America's rocket just explodes on them. They can get a taste of that instead. Still working on Eden, and it also recommends that I get something, which I'll probably also do. And whilst all that's going on, I can do this little test thing. Basic sounding rocket planning needed. Very well. So let's get it done. Alright, who's going to be the next one to blow up for us? I think it's going to have to be Branconian. It's kind of a big taint on the rocket itself, but too bad. Get it built. Only going to take 2 months, easy peasy. Well, we have time to waste anyway until we have the research available to go to the moon. You have Frenchman. Oh wait, the moon! The whole idea was that I could do the lunar orbit now. Ah, but I don't have Pioneer. Maybe I should get on that. I don't know what's more important, the lunar orbit or putting the animal in space. Lunar is 250, 900. But the animal in space is a lot more science. Well, maybe we can win on both. You should focus on one milestone, says Marvin. Nonsense. If we focus on more, then we can win on more. You have Frenchman, Jake. Surely launching an astronaut covers the animal mission. Right, fears over artificial satellite. Following your agency, several foreign newspapers have claimed that satellite represents a global security threat. Japan have requested that your agency release the full specifications to prove its scientific purpose and quell public anxiety. Agreeing with the request will improve your reputation with Japan, although will likely gain science from... I do want to be a bit friendly with the Japanese. Sadly, it doesn't give me the opportunity to review our relations on this screen. But yeah, come on, let's get cozy with the Nipponese. There we go. Helped alleviate global fears. Gratefully received by Japan. Shame that Japan got better off from that. Okay, a nice big boost there. I wonder if there's any steps you can do to improve these, or if it's just purely done on events like that. Of course it's a global security threat. Why did they think we send those things into space in the first place? Small capsule able to carry animals. Very good. Oh, do I see Americans in the sky? I hope I don't. Wow. Launch reliability. We don't get that very often. Alright, well, September seems ideal. I'd hate to wait for January. Alright, Franco. You're going into space. The only place not tainted by capitalism. Oh, wait, it is. So tell me more, America. Japan failed, even though I showed you how to make one. Ugh, the Americans managed. Okay, we have Eden. We could get Pioneer. It's expensive, though. Wasn't there something else I wanted to do? If I were to focus on the animal thing... Animal in space recommends... Oh, man. It says recommended, but then doesn't tell me what's recommended. I kind of have to go by this image. So I'm assuming it wants me to put a scout in. Oh, scout's nice and easy to do, so I guess we'll get ourselves a scout and then we'll do the next one. All of the green symbols are recommended. Really? I mean, it shows that, which is very specifically that, I think. See top right. Ah, so it is. Well, if all these are recommended, then which one should I believe in? Well, the able is not. Does recommend a better booster, though. Small payloads. Small payloads. I think I'd rather have the faster build time one. Better to get things done fast and cheap. Better to fail fast and cheaply. So, we'll get that one done. And then when we have Franco around in space, we'll be able to launch a Frenchman. And all will be well, I assume. Can we get rid of this somehow? No, we have to click on it. Alright, let's go then. Scout is figured out. You've not selected training profile. Well, we'll have to get on those buildings eventually. So, is it going to be a thunderstorm this time? Maybe a hurricane? Ooh, it's only cloudy. That's surely not... No, it's clear skies. That's probably amazing. Come on, Franco, get our first critical success. Good conditions. Oh, that's looking swell. On you go. I really want to relocate this space agency out of France. I did not choose to have Frenchmen speaking for me. Well, he's not exploding and he's not veering off course. And there are no clouds in the way for him to break his neck on. Here I was about to say I'm loving the French, says Doctor. Don't worry, we'll have you in space soon. Critical success. Smooth takeoff. Shame it was for such a low-standing quest, but there we go. Not only that, but we know everything about launching rockets now. Hey. Okay, very good. Oh, it wants me to build a rocket test pad. It wants me to build a lot of things, but truth be told, I want to have everything I want to launch the Frenchman into space. Okay, nobody else is working on animals into space. Is anybody currently planning a lunar orbit? No. But I think we have everything we need for... Oh, what's it suggesting now? Probably wants me to get a better booster for now, though. I like that launch reliability plus 75%. But this one gets better over time. It's also cheaper and faster to build, and I was saying cheap and fast is good. Alright, fail cheap and fail fast. Let's get that one figured out. Let's start working on animals in space. So first we need that payload built up. Having more power in space is really good now that we've learnt that. Might be worth the increased cost because we'll get more out of it when we decimate the mission in the skies. And it doesn't take longer to make, and we do have a lot of money, so let's get that one. At max level, the one you're researching should have 90% reliability. It's just getting there. Okay, go and build me that. And by the time you are built, we should have the tech that we need to build the vehicle for you. Weird that these things are done in series rather than parallel. I feel like we could have another set of engineers working on the rocket while we make the payload, but maybe they need to know the exact specifications of the payload to build the rocket. But if they follow my specifications, it'll be made to that. Okay. Everything's working away. I'm sure it would tell me if there was something that I could be doing and I'm not doing. I'd like to be building up the base, that much is true, but I need to research that. Okay. Well, we'll do it now then, since we have what we need to launch that Frenchman into space. Although I should probably look into Pioneer so that I can do the moon launch as soon as possible. But the yields, think of the yields. Think of the reliable launches. I want all of these. I do want all of these. Well, better science yield will snowball better, so we'll get ourselves a research lab. Build a mission control. What is a mission control? Well, whatever it is, I don't appear to have it here. Oh well, matters not. When you're on the mission, you can see a general indication of how close the other agencies might be. For example, if you have the mission planned for launch, you will see how many months before it'll happen if they're still planning it. Well, we can see that when we're on here, but it doesn't look like they're... There we go. The Chinese have theirs scheduled, there's a reschedule for Japan, but we don't know what the Americans are up to. They're not sending an American into space. And they're not working on any lunar orbit. Well, it matters not. There we go. Lab complete. And the payload is complete. Should have read the rest of it. It will show a clipboard if they're researching the tech. I believe that Science Beaker is highlighted. If they aren't, it's faded. Aha. Well then, I'll look at that. Okay, it's going to cost more, but I get more reward. That sounds like a great trade-off. Now let's get this animal into space. Well, this is one that we just researched, and it's... Ooh, not very reliable. That's fine, though. And the booster... It's just good enough, I'm sure. Name... Nemesis is a great name. I can't change that. Okay. Looks... agreeable. Alright, let's get that built at great expense. Right. They've completed the required research, but are not currently planning the mission. Aha, I see, I see. And then the animal in space, China has that researched, whereas I am in the planning stages. Chew on that, then. Now, I want to build myself that research lab. Where are you best? Okay, you're best not put next to that. Probably best put around. I can rotate you, right? I mean, that seems like a good way to get cozy with both of you. So too might that. Costs us 25 grand to clear some trees. Abhorrent. Yeah, it might be best put there, it doesn't obstruct too many things. Yeah, Europe has a lot more jungle than I remember. Maybe I've been in Northern Europe for way too long. Okay, need to work on some research. I'd like that test pad so that I can have far less explosive deliveries for a while. I doubt I'll be fast. I doubt I'll be first to the moon at this rate. But animal in space is good. Also, who was working on this one? Oh yes, the Americans and the Japanese working on that. I don't want the Americans beating everyone black and blue here. Okay. Onwards. Should be able to get my support up and get more money. I like the sound of that. I often do. And we can also build ourselves that rocket test pad. 100 per month. That's pretty swell. I can even put you there so I get the double bonus. More launch reliability and cheaper vehicles. Shame it came this late. And do I want the spacecraft assembly facility? Doesn't really say what it does. Aid the development of complex mission payloads. Okay, but what does it do? Aside from cost me upkeep. Screw it, we'll just get it. Better base is good. For your information, ESA launch pads are in French Guiana, therefore jungle. French Guiana is just another word for France. Ignoring the yellow text. Oh, I see. Unlocks mission training, payload reliability. Oh, there's a bunch of training I can do. I wonder how that works. Well, it's probably not important. The prospect of launching the first human into space is dominating newspapers. Most have labelled it impossible. Less skeptical outlets claim a rival agency is bound to get there first. We will win. Of course we're going to win this. Excellent. Not only possible, but inevitable. Your agency will be the first. Detractors maintain. Well, too bad. I want more money. Speaking of more money, gimme. Oh, wow. You can search at multiple levels, I guess. In any case, thanks for all the money. Oh, damn those Chinese. Right, what else are we going to be having? Unlocks an additional mission slot sounds amazing. I want to be able to do more missions. More missions, more fast. However, I need to get this Pioneer thing done if I'm ever going to win on... well, not win, but get there on the lunar orbit. America's getting on it not too far from now. I don't think I could ever dream of beating the Americans to that one, so it might be a waste of time to race them for the Pioneer one. What I could do instead is get this going so I can do multi-missions. Yeah, especially when those cheap, easy ones, I'd like to be able to do them in parallel. So I think I'll get on that, but how much is it for you? It's both 750, right. I'll get this so that we can have... Oh, it even tasks me to build a mission control. Wonderful. What does the base want me to build? Ah, yes, the assembly facility. Hopefully no one's looking into why I'm burning all this money. Minus 2%, minus 3%. Cost and time, or cost, reliability. I think it works pretty great here. You'd almost think I designed the base to have this space put in for it. There you go. What is taking so long? It'd take a while to build all this stuff up. Okay. And Earth is telling me that they have a new mission for me. Aren't I in the middle of doing a mission? Yeah, we're in the planning stages. I can't be wasting my time with these other things. Request missions often have a special modifier that aspect more challenging, increasing rewards. Consider these carefully. Basic satellite to monitor the effect of solar wind. They want to give me a butt ton of dosh. Couldn't I build things in advance for this? That'd be nice. I want that dosh, but all in due time. There we go. Time to launch an animal into oh, no. Well, the animal's gonna get launched alright. Don't know if it's gonna be still inside the payload, though. Okay. Training is a crucial part. Allows your staff and crew to focus on a particular aspect of the mission. Oh, dearie, dearie me. Is it always a good idea to do training? I wonder. Each training option will focus on a specific part of the mission. Well, I don't get reliability here. I just get to do scientific training, which doesn't seem to give that much, but I'll take it. Focus on optimizing the payload's instrumentation and software. Increasing data collection training will increase science reward. Well, if it doesn't cost, then sure. Oh, baby, that's nice. March is ideal. Your current training and its bonus can be viewed here. The bonus is determined by the number of months between the current date and selected launch date. Later date gives you increases training bonus. Other agencies give... I'm not giving them time. I mean, look at those bonuses, but still, I'm not giving you time. 5% is all you're getting. Minus 10%. Go on, the sooner we get this done, the sooner we can go for other lucrative affairs. So, go for it. Can always delay it by 1 month if things look really bad. Just a little saddened that we're going to be beaten to the moon. Training option is available. Time to focus on building mission control. Mission control allows you another mission slot. Conducting 2 missions. Great. Yeah, I'm working on it, game. I'm way ahead of you. It's actually our current research goal. Ugh. I need Pioneer. And I probably need... Actually, it says that you're fine for it. Maybe I just need Jupiter researched as well, which wouldn't be a big deal. So once I have mission control, I'll do Jupiter and I'll try and maybe get second fiddle on the lunar orbit, maybe third. But the Japanese have a habit of blowing up, as we know, so I might still be able to win on that one. Okay. Well, let's go then. Radiation belts discovered. Data from your recent artificial science satellite has confirmed belts of trapped radiation. Wasn't that the start of that awful movie, The Core? More rigorous vehicle engine tests, more reliable launches. Hooray! Reliability. So, are we getting any of those notable French hurricanes getting in their way this time? I'll take it. Wow. Can't believe we're doing this during daytime. So do the AIs actually have an economy? Or do they just cheat and get resources? Adequate God, it's more likely to fail than succeed. Well, it doesn't matter. Get up there. Jacques Chirac himself, I'm sure, is up there in the payload. Yellow does get into space, but has its own problems. Okay, it's going off. It's not veering off course. It's also not exploding. I like that. That looks awfully off course. Oh. Oh, jeez. These French monkeys need to stop making my rockets. Can we get some goddamn Germans in here? Isn't it like the 1950s? Should be plenty of great German scientists that can work on this. Oh, God. Right, well, let's continue on. I'm not yet ready to pass this off to auto-resolve. Germans? You mean Americans? No, no, no. The American scientists are working for NASA. Okay. So, as I understand, we're not allowed to do anything on the first... Oh god, we lost a command. We have tons of power though, so let's just go and get our... if I get the Wi-Fi first, I can then get all three of these. So let's get ourselves the Wi-Fi power first. Don't be failing on me now. Yoink. And then we're going to get our triple battery. And then we could even get our triple Wi-Fi. If both of those succeed, we might be able to get the extra bonus reward. So I think that's worth our time. Why is it showing them in a weird order? Oh well. Oh god, don't like it barely succeeding. Right, we got our batteries. And now to get our Wi-Fi. I'll take it. Excellent. And now we can get 3 of you, and then just safely get 1 of you. And if anything else is needed, we have one whole turn remaining. Oh, can we please get a little further up on this? Okay, that feels a bit safer now, doesn't it? Alright, there we go. Brilliantly done, you French buggers. Yeah, success by 1% is still le success. I guess. Leaves me feeling just a little bit uneasy, though. Well, that's going to make it extremely helpful for advancing our other technologies. I just wish I had more money, which is the usual state of affairs. Speaking of wanting more money, if I'm willing to let go of the idea of the lunar orbit to the Americans, and the Americans might still blow up. Let's all think happy, positive thoughts. There might still be a big explosion for America that'll allow us to come up on top, and that way we can happily drag our heels and instead work on some solar wind for some solar dosh. What is needed on this, though? Basic satellite. We can do basic satellites. My other thought, though, is that doesn't it cost a load of money to be doing this? Am I even actually going to make money off of it? Although maybe we should... Your command center is coming online soon. Why not do both? Well, I need the research for both. Well, actually, I've already got all the research I need for that. What do we need for this? I need that Pioneer, but we're not done with mission control yet. But we will be done with mission control soon. Then we can do Pioneer, and then we can start working on the payload. And whilst the payload is being worked on, we will research probably Jupiter? I don't know. The Able is more reliable out the door and gains more reliability. It's the same build time, it's a bit more expensive. It's lighter, which is probably good. Ah, I need it because the Scout can still only do Earth orbit. I need Jupiter or Able to get to the moon. So it's the difference between liquid fuel and solid fuel. Well, when you play Factorio, solid fuel is really, really good. Love it, fueling all my furnaces. Okay, but that's neither here nor there. First things first, let's get on those solar winds. So, you need a payload. Maybe I shouldn't be spending increased oh, but if it does really well in the skies, then I can get 50% extra payment for it, which of course includes extra money. So, yeah. Yeah, I don't see any problem with using increased power for these. So, get it built, and we'll get it done. Actually, going back on that, why don't I just build something that I already know works? Oh well, get it done anyway. Still shows me this here, though. I mean, I know there's something here. I'm working on it. Space, craft assembly, clean room. Okay, we can work on payload reliability for the missions then. Mission control is responsible for the critical phase. Monitoring, yeah, okay, good for them. But I need to get it built. Hopefully I have the money for it. Everything's really... Oh god, I do, but only just. It does not like being adjacent to whatever that building is, but it loves both of these buildings. Oh god, it costs money. Launch reliability or payload cost. Launch reliability and -3, launch reliability -2. So I definitely want it here. Unfortunately, it costs more money than I have, so I'll have to build that next turn. Can't wait for that funding review to give me more money. What are we working on next? I believe I said I wanted to do Able. But I'm probably going to have to spend money designing the rocket for the solar wind thing. An unknown... Oh no, it's that it has no effect, not that it has unknown effects. I understand. Okay. I could... No, it looks like I have to design it. Couldn't I just use this really cheap one that I already know about? And then the booster could also be the cheapest, crappiest one that I can do? Well, I think I'll use the Algol because I want that extra reliability. I don't want this thing blowing up on me. I don't like that extra cost, but I think we'll do it this way anyway. You could use it to gain experience on the bigger ones, but it's expensive. Yeah, the whole point of this one is to make money, so I think I'll pass on that one. So this one will be Herr Kommissar. Don't fail me up there. Ooh, crikey. Oh, believe you can do it. And bye-bye money. I'm never getting my mission control at this rate. Well, my proper mission control. Yeah, I need to wait a little bit to generate the dosh. Oh, we got you already. One thing that is coming in a ton is that research. It's a shame you can only do one research at a time. Payload build cost, extra science per month. I'm snowballing on science already here. Allows the hiring of astronauts. I did make the bold claim that we would be the first. Advanced demolition. As our base expands, the agency is... Ooh. I do want that. Do I have that? No, I need to research. Ah, I see. The more techs you get, the closer you get to getting one of these. Hoping to infuse your rocket with German engineering with a name like that. Look, we should be able to draw from all the glorious nations of Europa here. Although for some reason I don't think Lithuania or Latvia or Slovakia are part of it. And probably some other ones aren't either. Do I want any of these? Earth orbit. Why would I want you? You look awfully expensive and stuff. Earth orbit, Earth orbit, Earth orbit. Whereas these other ones can go to the moon. Ah, oh my. Other planets. Bigger payloads. Yeah, that's true. I don't know what to plan for in the future, though. More science is always nice. Cheaper everything is also nice. Ah, no, I need to get on Pioneer. Right, let's get that one done. Okay, how are things looking for you there, America? Worrisome. How's everyone else doing on the... Oh my god. Japan is rescheduling that artificial satellite. But they might just be able to get in third. The others have done their rocket there. The Soviet Union are just clueless right now. But America and Japan... Those are the real competitors right now. Okay, Pioneer took no time at all because we already had all that science built up. Satellite imaging. Study of Earth's weather system. Environmental mapping. Military reconnaissance. Ooh. Human in space. I did claim I'd be the first. Maybe we can have a look at some of the mission milestones. Satellite imaging and human in space will come up. But then there's also the moon. Crewed moon landing. Lunar orbit. Still recommends that I... Oh, well, I already got this recommended thing, so that's not a problem. I am quite enjoying this glue ball. I had reasons to be filled with trepidation about it, but it's actually really good. Pretty happy with this. Right, let's get back to that base, because I do really want my extra mission control. And I still can't afford it. Okay, well, we're going to have to lay off the costs for a little bit. Satellite imaging does come up, but human in space. Let me look at the satellite imaging thing here again. It needs that, but it also needs GOES. Ah, so I need both of these to do satellite imaging. But if I want to be the first human in space... I could get you and you. Mercury has a payload of 1800. Which means I'd need something capable of delivering that. That means I would need... Well, I'd need one of these. But they're not that expensive to do. Yeah, I did say we'd be getting on this. Let's look into throwing humans into space then. You need astronaut training as well for human in space. Do I now? Yeah, I guess I would need an astronaut for that, which means I would need an astronaut training thing, right? Maybe I'm getting a bit ahead of myself. Yeah, let's reel it back a bit. Let's look into satellite imaging instead. Looks like there are fewer prerequisites that way. And just send them up, they'll figure out what to do when they're up there. It's just the French. Right, the International Geophysical Year. Global initiative to gain more geophysical data. If accepted, your agency will be expected to complete the satellite imaging thing within 3 years. You'll receive money, and then more money when it's successful. Oh, of course, I'm already working on that. So, let's take it. Oh, I do like that lump sum of dosh. That seems like a mission that you should just always take, even if you fail, right? Failure is later. Success is now. Let's get on it. Let's not disappoint our fans. And let's immediately spend that money on a fresh new mission control. And we still think it's best over there. Let's rotate you. You don't like being next to that. Alright, this seems the best. Shame it's so expensive. And we're working on our solar winds, and when we have that thing operational, we can do more. Also, $1 million. Because we're going to get that extra milestone done soon enough. Excellent. How are things looking for... Oh, America's on his way to the moon. No one's going to do anything crude. How about... Okay, looks like I'm the only one that's working our way towards satellite imaging. Nice. So, the vehicle is complete. It looks so small here. Looks like you just reach out and grab that thing. I need a banana for scale. Now, I would quite like to have better launch reliability, because launch seems to be where everything just goes to pot for me. And then... Oh man, just imagine the bonus to reliability if we delay. Delaying might not be a bad idea. No one else is getting on this. And looks like this is the... Maybe we should go for October. If the weather is really bad in October, we can delay till November. But if it's bad in November, we can't delay to December. So I'll go for the 6% bonus on that. Confirm. Ooh, you know, this game makes me kind of giddy. You schedule these things and you start feeling quite excited about it. It's good. It's really good. Once we have mission control, we can take other missions. Until then, we're kind of waiting on this. I don't know anything about perspective or art, but something about the way those assets makes them look like tiny toys instead of giant rockets. Probably the matte flat colors used on them. The lack of detail on it kind of gives... doesn't give context to the scale. But, you know, I don't have an artistic eye. So never mind me. Oh, would you believe it? The Japanese finally managed to get themselves into orbit. And it told us about something else that we got. Was it a request? A dog in space. Researchers proposed sending a dog equipped with sensors to track its physiological response to space. It's going to be piddling itself. It's going to be terrifying. And you don't pay me for it, so I'm not sure I care. I want lucrative outcomes here. Joint missions are special types of requests that involve your agency partnering with another. The other agency will provide a proportion of the mission's costs and rewards and be split. You'll also gain reputation as long as it's a success. So we might be able to ally the Americans here. Send a pair of squirrel monkeys. Yes, I can't say no to killing off some monkeys. So we'll try and go for this. Can take months or even years. Well, this is why we have multiple available tasks. Alright, excellent. But I still have to wait a bit because we're still researching the payload goes. And my science has dried up dramatically after being spent rather dramatically. Time for a premier monkey to go to space. Okay, October. If weather is absolute gash, we delay till November. I wonder if you get the bonus for delaying. Looks pretty ideal. Clear. Clear blue skies. Yeah. Alright, Commissar, don't let me down. There's 500,000 schmackaroos on the line here. No. Oh no. Now, don't look at the 26%. Just go. Go, go, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Le go-go. Steady the course. Nah, Marvin, nah, gotta enjoy the moment. He looks like he's veering a bit. Steady. Phew, okay. Okay, I'll take it. Nice secure launch at 34%. God, that's so bad. Okay, let's continue on. Mission phases could be handed over to a secondary operation team if you don't want to do it manually. It's based on the payload reliability and is improved. Now, I'm pretty sure my giant brain can handle it better. And this is letting me... Oh, right, well, I do have it changed to all missions, so not a problem. 20% of the time, it will fail 100% of the time. Well, we've got Dr. Mensonge. We need some good French in for this. I'd take Baron as well, but... Oh, wow, that's an easy one to do. We already brought in loads and loads of power. So what I can do is... immediately get my Wi-Fi and my batteries, and then invest battery and power in triple Wi-Fi, and then we're pretty much done. Provided none of these fail. Ooh, I don't like that pretty hefty... Oh, yeah! Not bad. We got extra Wi-Fi for that. Salient. Decollage for liftoff. See, we can learn while we earn. Okay, well, I don't even need to really risk anything. Let's just get a simple signal return test, and if that somehow doesn't work well for us, we'll recharge our power. I overspent on the payload here, but as long as we get the big... Oh, right. No. Cancel all that. I was looking at that, not this. I need to spend a battery to get triple of you, and then if that somehow isn't very good, let's recharge our power. Don't let me down. Power always first for some odd reason. Oh, yeah. Excellent. German engineering really came out in crutch. Not too shabby. Looks like there can be many phases on this one, though. And I'm loving the fact that they have to pay us extra. Cough it all up. Wonder what I can do with all this fat stack of cash, though. Okay, well, good on us. And when are we having that? Okay, mission control is done next month, so we need to start getting on these requests. The Americans... Oh, they have completed the research for the satellite imaging. But maybe if I rope them into this animal radiation test, they won't be able to get on that immediately. I don't know, though. Hard to say. Challenge and for the world. Up and up some more. Yeah, I've got to do the animal radiation test. I can't say no to that. It suggests we get parts. That's fine. We have parts. So it looks like we're designing it. Again, I really think it's better to spend the extra so that you can be sure that you're going to win in the skies. I'd hate to not win in the skies, so I'm all about using big, powerful ones. So let's build that payload together with the Americans. And then as soon as our mission control is done, we're going to work on... Ugh, I hope that explodes on you, America. Wait, we do have the tech for that, don't we? And I don't... Oh, wow. So the NASA gets really far ahead in a lot of these things. In any case, we will hope that they explode trying to get to the moon, and then we are going to hopefully slap down the Japanese on the next part. After launch, there'd be a burn to the moon, and then sometime getting stuff done on the moon orbit. I can look forward to that then. Okay, we're still researching the goes. Okay. Right, power cut. Major power outage during construction of the Eden payload. Damaged its components. Your engineer estimated 10% reduction in payload reliability. Unless the component is replaced for 100,000 schmackaroos. Forget it. Leave the component. Payload reliability is far less of a concern than launch reliability. Okay, and now we have the mission slot. Also, ooh, China's in the skies. You've completed all the tutorial objectives, demonstrated technical... Yeah, damn right, I'm good. Here on out, it's up to you. I'd kind of forgotten we were in tutorial zone anyway. Bye-bye. I said bye-bye. Now... Ugh. Can we not sabotage that now? I'd like to. We better plan this mission or else we're never going to get ourselves into lunar orbit. So let us get ourselves a lovely, powerful... Oh. Why is it called prototype for this? And why is it so unreliable? I might just go with standard then. Because the... Reduced payload reliability, reduced build cost... Ah, I see. It's not at all what I wanted it to be. Well, it doesn't matter. We'll go standard here. Payload modules are used to generate the resources required to complete the task objectives in the mission. The higher the module rating, the more the associated research it will generate. Short range, comm module with... Okay, well... We need to achieve lunar orbit though, don't we? Ah, it needs to do both. So you'd think you'd want a comms one. But I don't like that reduced payload reliability. Yeah, it needs to do everything, but it needs to do this the most. Because it needs a lot of that. But the payload reliability doesn't get shafted as badly with you. Alright, looks like we're going for observation then. Just based on our needs. It's really bad on both of these though, sadly. You know what? I think standard will be just fine. Make it happen. Okay. We're working on it. Hopefully we can do it faster than the Japanese. Not a given though. Okay. Eden will soon be done. Artificial satellite by the Chinese. When I'm busy figuring out solar winds. The newspapers are dominated by the recent success of our lunar Oh, damn it! NASA managed to do it. Your PR team advised that praising the achievement will improve relations with NASA, but may open our agency to criticism of falling behind. Downplaying may boost support, but no, we gotta praise NASA. Excellent. Oh god, we actually lose support for it. Every milestone achieved is a step forward for all of humanity, but ooh, don't like losing my support there. Hopefully it's not time to reflect on my pay. I said I care more about launch reliability than payload reliability, but 61% doesn't sound amazing. Yeah, NASA OP. How can they manage all this? God knows. So we need to design this vehicle. This is the only one that's going to work for it. The Scout. The booster... Well, the Eagle's the only one that's going to work on that as well. And who's going to be launching these monkeys into space? It's going to be Kaladin. Off you go. Don't like the odds for those monkeys. Okay, on you go. That's a very cheap thing to build as well. Alright, jolly good. I can't take any more missions even if there are some really nice requests here. Nobody's offering me money anyway. Not that money's an issue, but one always wants more money. We'll get the satellite imaging done. America might have all the research done, but surely they're busy. Oh, but then again, I'm really busy. I might really risk falling behind NASA on this one. Oh god, funding review soon as well. We just have enough to get the next money level, though. Your engineers have identified a way to optimize a key component of the Pioneer for your upcoming lunar orbit mission. 10% payload reliability for 100,000. I think I will take that one. I have a lot of money, so why not? As long as we get the launch done. Okay, performance boost, but it's going to be a hard call to get the next one, I think. Still, that's a nice chunk of dosh. It was only 100,000. No big deal. Oh no, not the launch reliability. I need those. Vastly improve the payload scientific instruments. Predict reduced compatibility with a launch vehicle. Oh, okay. We haven't even designed the launch vehicle. Okay, let's get it done. You're going to have to be a big chunky lad up there. I like that launch reliability. And the only available booster that's going to work is this thing. And then who's this going to be off to the moon? I think we're going to put in Tark and Rex. Maybe you can find Clefairy on the moon. Or was it Jigglypuff? One of them came from the moon, I'm sure. Level 2 in the Algol, which will be nice. Everything checks out. Only need a small launch pad. Someday I'll need a bigger one. What is your favourite State of Decay 2 map? Asks Step Tank. Meager Valley. Best bases, best map. Not so much driving around in nothingness. Yeah, it's good. Okay, we have all these ready to go then. Let's just hope neither of them fail me. 2 months until Kaladin is ready, 5 until Tarkin is. And our research continues to go for the satellite imaging, which I really thought I was going to be way ahead of the mark on. But as we can see, the Americans already completed the research for it. That means they've already gotten satellite and GOES. And for all I know, they also have... Perhaps they... Oh my god, what if they also have these? That's a scary thought. Right, I need that science in, and I need to start getting on these as well, and catch up with NASA. Because NASA is truly going to the moon. At least he doesn't know anything about a crewed moon landing. Oh god, why is that third place? The Japanese might still beat us there. I just hope that they don't. Yeah, probably got a big reward for the lunar orbit first. It's hard to deny. Alright, time for the radiation test. Hey, payload reliability, but it still launches like dirt. Okay, then we're definitely doing launch reliability. And our launch date is going to be... It doesn't particularly matter when. So again, I'm going to do it May, and if the conditions in May are awful, we wait until June. Just to get that little bit... Oh, good God! It doesn't look good. Doesn't matter. Go for it. We can lament it when it fails. For now, we remain optimistic. Okay. Oh, good God. A global symposium is taking place to establish laws regarding territorial space for orbiting satellites. Treaty states all nations should have free access to space. Your advisors believe supporting the treaty will improve diplomatic relations with the other space agencies. Opposing it may prove popular with sections that no, we need to look good with the other guys, so we'll support it. Hey. How close are we to an alliance with the Americans then? That's not growing quite as much as I would like it to, but still. Friendly relations give a boost to science. Allied nations give a large boost. Far greater contribution on joint missions. Nothing about neutral. For every competing agency, your funding body will receive additional funds. They'll contribute less on joint missions. So I actually want my relations with China to go worse so that I get more money. Ah, I like that. That must... Oh, I guess America gets lots of money because they hate the Soviet Union. I see, I see. Okay. Well, works for me. I also get access to their contractors, but I still don't really understand what that means. Okay. America, about that satellite imaging. Now, he's not planned it, but we certainly need the parts for it, don't we? The question is, what do we go for? It says it's suggested, it doesn't say that it's necessary. It also says Earth orbit here, which I suppose it is. In the end, I always want the best launch reliability, so I think I'd want to go with Vega. Plus, Vega was pretty cool in Mass Effect. It just takes forever to make one of these. I don't like the whole taking forever part. It is also cheaper. This one's less reliable, but gains a lot of reliability per level, which is nice, and it can be done quicker. It's just very expensive. This one is not quite as quick, but much cheaper. I might just go for the star. Vega does not do lunar, it seems. Yeah, but this is what I need for satellite imaging, which is an Earth orbit thing, I believe. So I don't need anything that goes beyond... God, these prices are pretty high, though. What are the chances I explode in the launch pad, says Calden. Oh, I'm sure we'll see soon enough. Difficult choices here, real difficult choices. The Vega might take forever to build, but I might just go with that any... Ah, it takes so long, though. Who's got that kind of time? I'll go for the cheapest, crappiest one. Even if it explodes, at least it explodes quickly and cheaply. That's my brilliant plan right there. Oh, but hang on a second. We should be figuring out the payload thing first. Because payload is what you build first. Now, payload I don't care that much about, so I'm more interested in quick and cheap. That is some really low reliability, though. I think we'll go with you. Yeah, it gains a lot of reliability every time we level it up, though, so it'll quickly become better, and it's nice and cheap. You need to build a bigger launch pad for that mission, Jake. They all need a medium launch pad. Really? I was looking for... Oh, it says right at the top, medium. In that case, all of these are a waste of time, unless I build medium... Oh god, that's expensive. Oh well, needs must. I hope I get a huge sum of research for killing these monkeys. Alright, Kaladin, time for you to head off into space. Unless it's pissing with rain. If that is the case, then you are going nowhere. No, oh, yeah, I wouldn't say pissing, but it is raining. Oh god, what a grim day. How bad is it? Oh, yeah, I think we're gonna reschedule this one. I wonder if you can cancel the rescheduling. Oh god, oh god. So it looks like there's no way to undo your rescheduling. Anyway, we're doing it in June, and it does look like we do build up even more launch reliability bonus by delaying, so that's good. Alright, there we go. Thankfully it doesn't seem to cost to do that, it's just opportunity cost. So, we're going to have Tarkin ready on the actual Fry the Monkeys Day. Discovery of debris likely belonging to a weather balloon has sparked a wave of conspiracy theories. Researchers urge dismissing the stories. Your PR team noted the potential for drumming up interest in space exploration. No, the Germans would hose us if we encourage speculation on this one. There we go. We don't need to make them up. We're about to get a bit more debris, I think. Mission training bonus reduced. Well, I'll take that in exchange for launch reliability any day of the week. Okay. Come on, America. Hey, don't worry. Our failure is your failure, America. Well, it looks a lot less rainy. Oh, good lord, that is perfect conditions. It's clear, it's clean, it's under control, Kaladin. If you let me down here... If you let me down into my casket... Look at that, even... Oh, wait, adequate, but still a minus? Well, we'll take it. Look at that. 49% of adequacy, 17% chance of doing even better than expected. Get on up there, Kaladin. Alright. Can you at least get off the launch pad? Those sparks always give me the heebie-jeebies. Okay, off you go. Those flames seem a little extravagant though, but hopefully not a problem. Sudden camera shift gave me a spook. Alright, I dare say that's a successful launch. Oh, wow. Well, looks like those monkeys are going to live to tell the tale. Should have known that Kaladin was a monkey appeaser. I'm quite happy to get those level ups as well. Never doubted it for a second. I did. I did big time. Okay, so these monkeys need to get us some Wi-Fi and a lot of batteries. But we have a ton of power, so I really think that... Well, get us that, then get us that. Simple. Oh, we get extra commands here. Right, ignore that then. Get me some Wi-Fi, get me some batteries, and then get me ultra Wi-Fi. We'll see how that works out for us. So, great. We get ourselves some... Get ourselves some Wi-Fi. And then... Come on, Kaladin. Think of the monkeys. Right, get ourselves lots of batteries. And then reinvest the batteries into getting ultra... Oh, no, 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 no. It's okay, though. Steady the course. This is exactly why we have extra power in our payloads. Okay, so we got that. Now we just need lots of batteries. And probably best to use power and that for that, and then that for that. And if that works, that'll get us everything that we need. Can't see it failing. Ooh, well, there we go. The overachiever is in the house. You got something to prove here, Kaladin? Come on. There we go. Above and beyond the Call of Duty. 2 Frenchmen in a hot tub, orbiting around our planet. And there we go. Oh, and since we did so well, the Americans love us even more? And that is a huge amount of research bonus to get. So, we aren't too far off an alliance with the Americans. I suppose you need 200 for an alliance? Can only hope. Wasn't Kaladin, it was the monkeys. Apparently monkeys are good at space. Do the monkeys come back heroes? Do we ever recover the corpses of animals we shoot into space? I wouldn't know. Right. What now then? We have the lunar orbit, which is all ready for training and a launch date. What's its current everything? Very good payload reliability, good launch reliability. So you would think that what I should do is get more training on it. Although I always feel that better launch reliability is the best launch reliability. It's just that we don't get a lot at that level, do we? No, let's go for extra science. Heavens knows we need it. And our launch date is just going to be July, and if July doesn't work, that really sucks for us, but we're going to go for it anyway. Mission... Oh, that was the problem, the mission training bonus, that. But we got the launch reliability, so it's all good. Alright, next month, off we trot. The NASA did it before us, but we'll still get to play second fiddle, which is still a nice boost in support. And we still got these bonuses for getting it done, so it's all well. When's our pay review? 7 months' time. However, we have space for doing an extra request now. The dog in space, guidance... yeah... It's all low risk, who cares stuff here. Challenging, but I do like 500 science. Are all of them just one phases, if they even have phases? That's a lot of science, though, for the dog in space. But we also should consider... oh, right, we can start planning our satellite imaging. But we don't have the part, do we? But next month we will. No, we won't, because I need to build... or I need to get this thing first, so it's going to be a month before I get the medium launch pad, and then another month before I get one of these, then we can start it. So in 2 months' time we're going to start this. Is there anything I can do in 2 months? Probably not. We did monkeys, why not dogs? Because it's going to slow us down on satellite imaging, and the Americans have the technology required for it. Oh dear lord, the Chinese know how to put a human in space. We said we'd be the first. Oh, okay. Well, at least we can say now we set a human in space. Come now. It's 1960s. You can get away with that. Lunar orbit's looking fine. Nobody knows about crewed moon landing. That human in space stuff bothers me, but I'm not going to get this done in time. But I do need these. Okay, that means we're going to pass by on this opportunity for 2 months, and then we're going to work on the next one. However, the launch is tomorrow. So actually, we can do that launch and then use that mission slot. Okay. No point asking. People almost certainly want the dog in space, so let's go and put our doglet up there. Does the dog... wait, does the dog have to achieve anything up there? Yeah, there is a phase. I guess we need to accurately monitor how the dog is doing up there. Which means more power is good power. It's also very expensive. I don't tend to struggle on these things, so maybe I should cut back on the costs. It saves me over 100 grand. £100 is good money. And the payload's really reliable. I think it should get up there without any sort of problem. Yeah, let's go with the cheaper payload. Alright, get it done. Excellent. Let's carry on. You get 100,000 a month, Jake. Yeah, and I want more. Okay, we got the launch pad. But before we can do anything with that, we need to beat the Japanese to being the second fiddle on lunar orbit. These are some great stats, so let's go for it. Please don't be piddling with rain. Or worse. It's dark, but it's not rainy. Okay, this is good. Oh, great conditions. Barely a cloud in the sky. Tarkin. This better be the best thing you ever brought to the channel since Pokemon Black. Good oh yeah, come on. No chance. No chance at all of failure. Get up there. 4, 3, 2, 1. Le go-go. I hope that wasn't French for she's about to blow. Okay, I'm waiting for that fade out. That was pretty poor, but thankfully we have so much invested in this thing that it was going to be fine. That Agol, yeah, that Agol levels up really well for reliability. Love to see it. Okay, let's continue on then. What's the French for we've done? Oh, whoopsie. Right. Perform translunar... Oh, crikey, this is a double-parter. Right, so... Starting to think I should really have these things on auto-resolve. We get 4 turns on this, we have a lot of power. I don't know if I need to keep any of that power, though. So... no clue. I could do a bunch of controlled burnings. That would get me plenty of what I need. Ground control gets me extra Wi-Fi and extra stuff of that. I don't know, I get a lot of these turns. Why don't I just do it really, really safely? Because it all costs a lot of power and you kind of need to make that work for you, don't you? I can spend Wi-Fi and that into a lot... Oh man, I really should have put this onto auto-resolve. Do I still have the auto-resolve button? No, I don't. Okay then... I want 4 and 5 because I definitely want that bonus boost on it. So why don't we... Trying to think how things get spent here. If I get a lot of you, I can't spend you meaningfully. If I get a lot of you, I can spend you kind of meaningfully. So I can spend that to get 2 Wi-Fi. And then I can grab 1 of that to get 3 of you. And then I can just spend the rest getting controlled burn stuff and maybe even... Oh yeah, that's an even better one to get. Hell yeah, if this works out well, that's great. Lackluster. Seems better to do it yourself to ensure the bonus reward. It's not that hard. It's not that hard, but I can imagine this becoming really tedious after you've done it 20 times. Also, does the bonus reward proc often when you auto-resolve? I just don't know. Easy does it now. Jinx, you are... Well, you know, Tarkin is the one who always comments during DDR saying that he's laying on his bed eating chips off his chest, so it stands to reason that he's not going to try very hard to figure out what's going on in orbit here. Anyway, with this, I was able to do what exactly? I want a lot of purple here. 2 of these gets me 2 purple and 1 of you. And then I just kind of want purple and then more purple. So I'll just take it easy. Yeah. Always boosts first for some reason. Probably because it's the optimal thing to do. Getting a task barely done is still done. Alright, control your burns now. Barely done, right? Christ almighty! Optimium. Okay, we got the 4, we just need 2 more of these, so I guess we just power up and then go. Can skip the animations. I'm enjoying the animations, I don't want to skip them. Yet. It's the engineering mindset. Anyone can make a bridge that stands, only engineers can make a bridge that barely stands. I can make bridges that barely stand. Hell, I can make bridges that fulfill the requirements and then don't stand at the end of the day. Alright, looks like investing in power has paid off. Oh, but that was just one of the tasks, though. I don't know if the turns carry over. Well, let's see how we do on the moon. It fairly blasted its way over here quickly, given that it didn't have much of anything to propel itself with. Okay, so it looks like you get a fresh new batch of turns, and there's a whole lot more to consider here. Now we need 6 bits of Wi-Fi and 7 blue batteries. Oh, scales of economy. It's turn efficient to go 2 and 2. Ah, but that's what we need, isn't it? So if I do 2 and 2, and then I do that and that, I'll get loads of batteries. And having loads of one thing is surely good, so let's do that anyway. Yeah, Polybridge was great, but seemingly getting another bridge builder onto the Longplay is proving difficult. It keeps losing miserably on the voting. Alright. So now I got a huge amount of batteries, and now I want to turn those batteries into Wi-Fi. This looks very efficient, because we also get some purple stuff. In fact, if I do this 1, 2, 3 times, I'll get all the Wi-Fi I need, and then I get purple, which I can turn back into my batteries. Swell. Very swell, even. It's going to go to 3, but I can always spend a bit of power into that, so let's do it. Just don't triple fail on me and we're good. Engineer. Anything more than fulfilling the requirements is an inefficient waste of resources. Average person. What's the point of a car if the only thing it does is drive? Okay. Still okay. Alright. We've got all the Wi-Fi we need. Now we just need our... Where's the purple? That gets even more Wi-Fi. More than we even need. So we'll just turn it into you, and we'll have some extra power if needed. And then we will exceed mission requirements. Feels good being good. Oh no! Come on, don't let me down now. This command will cost you an additional compass. However, an additional compass is good because we were not planning on keeping those anyway. So, sure. Just, bye-bye compass. Hello batteries. Expertly done. Right, I bet the Americans didn't do it that well, but they did do it first, and first is what matters. Sucks to get second fiddle here. But it feels good getting that. What was my big bonus? Oh, $1 million. Maybe it's 1 million galactic credits. In any case, it feels good having lots of dosh. There we go. Shame we were second, but now what's the big race? Nobody's doing crewed moon landing because that's going to be human space exploration. But the real concern is that human in space thing. Those, the Chinese, they managed to do the animal in space. Looks like they're not bothering with imaging. I mean, stands to reason. There's less to learn from putting people in space since we already have animals there, but in terms of popular support, who cares about taking photos from space? People care about getting your man up there. Of course, in reality it's the opposite, you know. Everybody loves some Google Maps, but who really cares about man stuff? Right. Well, first off, don't I have something new that I can do here? Yeah, I need that medium launch pad. And that launch pad, I'm going to assume, much like the other launch pad, gets bonuses from being adjacent to the hangar and the other thing. Vehicle build cost or vehicle build time. It's only 2%. And what do you mean I can't build here? I want to build here. Maybe the water gets in my way in that regard. Should probably put you here. Holy moly, look at that cost. That's a lot of money. That one's even more money. Okay, I guess clearing out rocks costs an absurd amount of money. Because I can build you over by the trees for much less cost. Jeez, why did we build our space base over here in the Rockies? This is horrible. Yeah, clearing rocks is more expensive than just building the bleeding launch pad. It's like 300,000. Jeez, this is rough stuff. I could save a lot of money if I just put the thing over here, but I'd lose science every month for it. And the annoying thing is that we have this, which is going to boost demolition, but I'd need to research another 3 things for it, which is a lot of science worth just to save some money. Might even be worth it. Just slap it down somewhere clear. It has to be adjacent to some part of your base, I believe. Also, there's not really a clear place, is there? Oh, well, it does appear that I can build them in these other places. However, I still do need to clear some obstructions. Looks like I can't even build where that big thing is. Okay, I can put it next to my HQ for not ridiculous sums of money, and it doesn't hurt research and stuff. These costs are redunculous. It's a shame I'm not going to get the bonus from putting you there, but I think building you here and saving me butt tons of money is probably for the best. Yeah, I mean, the difference is almost $1 billion, so there you go. Ah, painful stuff. Even though I'm drowning in money, I just want to... Drowning in money is a state of being that I wish to be in. Why would I give that up? Now, which of these did I say I'd go for? I think I said I'd go for the one that's quick to build and going to fall apart on me. But I can't remember. Maybe I said I want Vega because I like the name Vega. But the Ariane gets a lot of reliability quite quickly. Let's believe in the Ariane. And it's time to start planning our next big mission because we have a free slot, don't we? Does it show your total slots somewhere? I mean, let's say I had a complete dum-dum and I didn't know how many I was working on right now. Finish second or above 2 in milestone missions. Haven't I already done that? I mean, I've finished first here. Satellite imaging. I should get to work on that. But I said I wanted to get my next part, didn't I? I like power. I like power in the skies. The Atlas is best, Jake, if you say so. Okay, so we have to build the payload first, then the vehicle. So it's good to get this started first. Okay. Right, when that's done, we can start the vehicle stuff. Very good. Dog in space is coming along fine. Alright, and let's believe. Although, what were the requests? We're still working on dog in space, sure, but anyone got some dosh? Oh ho, the orbital chimpanzee! The Soviet Union will be happy and pay us lots of money if we put a chimpanzee trained to pull levers for rewards. Oh, I cannot resist allying with the Soviets. How are we looking on Soviet? Yeah, actually, look at that. We build up and play all happy with them. We'll get extra science from our cooperation with them. Good to play both sides. Alright, once we're done shoving the dog into space, the chimpanzee is next. I do like the money. I do like the added money. And if this goes really well, we might just be able to get even more and get ourselves into Allied. One can hope. Versatile early liquid fuel thing for the Ariane. Very good. Oh, damn the launch reliability. Alright, dog in space. Let's get you up there. This is the only thing that can really fit you in again, isn't it? The scout. And we'll boost you up with the Algol, which is very highly leveled and helps a lot with that launch reliability, I'm sure. Something has to. Why does it say 2 on this? Why does it say 2 on this? Don't know, don't care. Get it up there. And who's going to be taking the doglet up? It's going to be Aether. 1736 on top of that. Oh, I do not like that. But get it done anyway. Launch it with an Ariana to start getting reliability on that part. Where's our Ariana? It's not researched yet. You make a good point though, but it's so expensive. I can't be spending that amount of time and money on that. Nope, not happening. We're gonna stick with what we have here. What if you kill the dog though? The dog will be fine. Just have some faith. Okay. Now we got you. Man, why didn't I do the Atlas? It's so much more reliable. Okay, how about you? Launch reliability. You take 5 months to make, Vega. 5 whole bleeding months. I might go with the Ariane as well. It's fast, but it's expensive. 60% launch roll. I think we're going to see some big explosions, but we're going to get you anyway. We won't be afraid. Alright, we got you researched nice and fast. Should I figure out contractors? Valuable resource for any agency. When constructing a vehicle, contractors can bestow unique effects, such as lowering build time or increasing launch reliability. But don't I need astronauts? I think I better get to work on astronauts. Then I can start looking at humans in space, right? Or maybe I should just go for humans in space. I do want to get that done eventually. Oh god, America and China knows how to put humans in space. How in the world do they have that tech so fast? Well, let's get on it anyway. We're going to need to figure it out at some point. Remember, Jake, it's 1960. Work safety laws not mature yet. 50-50 is good odds. Thanks for the... Oh man, this bothers me greatly. Let's just get those off our back. Okay, success is vital in convincing a skeptical public that humans can survive the rigors of space flight. Well, if a dog and a chimpanzee can do it, surely humans can too. Less expensive materials, launch configuration will take longer. Upper stage building time takes longer. Dang. Well, as long as it's not going to blow up on us. Right. Time to bring our incredibly unreliable Ariane in on it. With our similarly unreliable Ariane 1 here. Again, I don't know why it says 2 on that. Probably not important. 6-month build time. Name Dutch. Okay, who's gonna blow us up here? It's actually going to be Voomer. Earl Von. Yeesh, good luck. I think 2 is the number of boosters you can add. Ooh. Ooh. Supplement those boosters. Good launch reliability, but nah, that is plenty. I don't have the money, so that's all you get. Okay. Once that dog in space stuff is done, I hope that request is going to wait around a bit more. Don't know when it says it's going to scupper away, but I do want to get cozy with the Soviets. Let's get that Mercury payload as well. We can get that done instantly. And then we will have the tech to send a human into space. I just hope we don't need astronauts. It would have said we need astronauts, surely. Alright, Aether, you'll be complete now. Mercury research complete. Payload reliability up. I love to hear it. Yeah, we are the office workers for Kerbal. That's a way to look at it. A good way to pitch the game, even. Okay, due to required changes in the vehicle's launch configuration, our engineers have reevaluated the suitability of the upcoming launch windows. Optimal and suboptimal things are reversed. That might be useful given the time of year. Let's probably go with launch reliability because it kind of blows right now. And then let's decide that March is the ideal. Oh, right. It's just the dates that are reversed. It's still going to show optimal or suboptimal. Right, February gives us a nice bonus on reliability. And it should be good. Alright, let's make it happen. Whoa, what was that? What was that money bag that we saw there? Whoa, what's this? What is this? Why is there a money sign here? Ah, that's our pay review, isn't it? Yeah, it shows up every January. Okay, very good. We're still doing it in February, though. Okay. Dog in space in 3 months. I'm sure the dog isn't nervous. Okay, nobody else is working on human in space, which is good news for me. The Japanese may or may not succeed in making it to lunar orbit. And then this is, I think the next era is beyond everybody. So there's a reasonable chance I can win on satellite imaging and human in space. No one else is planning those. That human in space recommends that I... all this is recommended, it's fine. Okay, well, let's believe. I would really like to be able to demolish more stuff around my base, so I might go for the 3 cheapest techs here, just to be able to get rid of those rocks. So lab expansion, power generation, and astronaut training. I like that payload cost thing going down, that's for sure. Not drowning in science right now, but I will be. Let's go. Vehicle component upgrade. Your engineers have identified a potential component upgrade on Voomer. Voomer could get a lot of launch reliability. It's currently really crappy. Is it really worth that kind of money? What is Voomer doing again? What was Voomer's goal? Is Voomer the dog? Can't remember. Well, whatever. We'll take it. No, you're not the dog in space. Voomer's the imaging, which I definitely want to go right. Okay, excellent. Well, that's good news. Always due for some good news. Upcoming International Geophysical Year, da-da-da-da-da. Reminded your agency about your pledge to complete the satellite. I'm working on it! Okay, I'm probably not getting a budget increase this year. Close, but not quite there. And now we can do medium rockets. Excellent. The Nipponese failed. Completely failed to get around the moon. Oh, you love to see it. I wish I could watch their explosion. But it certainly did explode. Man, it sucks to be Japan. Okay. Blind strikes again. It literally said the imaging. Okay, well I wasn't paying attention. Can you blame me? Alright, let's launch that dog. Kamikaze attack on the moon proves ineffective. The moon has not capitulated. Right. Payload looks good. Launch does not. Let's hope that it's really good optimal conditions for a launch. Well, looks clear. No rain. Minimal clouds. Right, Aether. You defeated me several times. Surely you can defeat the skies? Yeah, adequate. 9% chance of critical failure, though, but come on, we can do this. Damn the French. I wonder if you're allowed to play your own music when you go off in a spacecraft. If you'd be pumping out Aether at full volume here, it would be pretty hardcore. Oh, yeah. Made to measure. And look at that, scouts all leveled up. Now, it looks like outstanding request isn't very likely, so man, that's bothersome. It seems quite easy to get, so why not just do it yourself? I think communication is pretty important during launch, so I wouldn't bet on the music. NASA allows you to play your own music, Russia and China do not. Makes sense. Firing a dog into the sun under the cover of night so no one knows what you're doing. Smart move. Well, the dog can listen to the music. Do dogs actually enjoy listening to music? Had a fair few dogs, but it's not something I've cared about because I myself don't listen to music very often. Right, we need 4 bars on our Wi-Fi and we need 6 batteries. Looks like our best port of call is to get some initial Wi-Fi and then get a lot of batteries. Having lots is always good, just don't critical fail me here. Oh. The dog has just crapped all over everything. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to spend that power, which I don't think I bulked us up for here. Good, but not good enough. Still, I'll take it. It's proving expensive on the power. Right, might already need to recharge my power. And, ooh. Right, do the power and get a lot of Wi-Fi. Seems like the done thing here. And then if we have a lot of Wi-Fi, we can at least make sure that we're a shoe-in for the minimal. Good. Alright, plenty of Wi-Fi, but now we only have 4 turns to get a lot of everything. Can such a thing even be done? If I use you, I'll get you up to 5. And then I can get you up to... I think I'll get you 5 and then recharge the power. And then I can just go and get 1 and 1, assuming no failures. That seems fine. Assuming no failures is always a dangerous proposition, but I believe. There we go. So, uh-oh, that's not enough, is it? This is our last turn. We're not going to do it. Whoopsie doodle. I shouldn't have done that. I should have done something like you, and then that. Anything I can do to undo this problem? I think so. I could get myself 2 bits of Wi-Fi. No, that wouldn't cut it now, would it? No, I need to spend my power. How about I get 3 bits of Wi-Fi and then get loads of you. That should take me up to 4 and 7, as long as nothing fails. Yeah, as long as nothing fails, we're good. Make it happen. You can get 1 of each, you still have 2 energy. Yeah, but that's not enough for the bonus reward, and I really want the bonus reward. There's a really good chance this fails somewhere, so let's hope that it doesn't. Do the second one without the power. Let's rethink that one then. Get ourselves that. That only gives me, that only brings me up to 5 though, and I need more. There's no way to get just 2 of these. Okay, well, as long as you don't fail me, we're all good. Oh, okay. One more. No! Hold on. We still just get enough. Okay. Whew. Even failing at every possible step, we managed to get through. Okay, right. Well, maybe it's just as well. We got 3 instead of 2 of the blue batteries at the end there. Mission failed successfully. The dog is fine. That cannot be good for public support there. Yeah, the dog is fine, just we've got to buy you a new dog though. Okay, that does free me up for a new job though. The far side of the moon. Ooh, we could get allied with the Americans here. Send a probe, orbit the moon, photograph the far side of it. Lots of science, lots of support. And an alliance with America. Nobody tells the public about what went wrong unless it explodes. Yeah, they don't need to know, do they? It's like what they say in Men in Black. The only reason they get on with their happy little lives is that they don't know about it. So Chimpanzee to cozy up with Stalin, or the dark side of the moon to cozy up big time with America. I don't know. Honestly, I'd like to do both, but there's also the fact that I'm working on my satellite imaging, and I do want to put a human into space. Why not both? Oh, we're limited. Voomer's ready to fly in a few months. I don't want to miss out on the opportunity to get cozier with the other nations, though. I wish it told me when this expired. I'm sure it shows somewhere, but I'm just not seeing it. Orbital Chimpanzee. Which nets you more money? Well, I don't know the full effects of allying a nation. But this one gets reputation, science, and support. It's also apparently very challenging. I don't think they do expire. Oh, I thought they did. I could have sworn it said something like, oh well, we're gonna cozy up with Uncle Stalin first. We're gonna get on that orbital Chimpanzee. Payloads are relatively cheap for me right now as well, which is nice. We almost lost due to lack of power, so I think I'm going to power you up. And then... it doesn't really matter. We'll just stay with the super powerful one. It's a shame. Couldn't it give me both those bits of information at the same time? Would be pretty useful. Payload rating really crap. Well, that's a damn shame. That's the payload that we're going to work together with the Soviets on. Only going to take a couple of months, easy peasy. And we're soon ready to go and do some satellite imaging with Voomer, who has become a lot more reliable, but I don't know, we're long overdue some critical failure. Working on our backup. I want to get these 3 things done so I can start clearing out the area around my base. Let's continue on. Alright, great. We can build a backup generator. Now, whether or not I do build it just yet, I don't know yet, because... ooh... It depends on where the god-awful terrain penalties are. But look at that. Vehicle build cost and reward up. Build time, on the other hand. I do like reduced build time. There's no benefit from having you adjacent to this thing, though. I might put you over here. Extra tech and cost down. I like it. And no extra cost of building you right now, so there we go. Now we're going to work on that astronaut training, I think. No, the way I see it, the research lab expansion immediately pays off. Expand your existing research facilities. I don't know if that means I have to build another one. It probably just gives extra science, right? One can only hope. Still, we're doing it. Okay, they're not... Oh, it was a trap! The Soviets lured me into the trap to join them on sending chimpanzees into space so that China can get a head start on scheduling their own human into space. Damn the Chinese. Well, I'm not about to abort anything I've started here, but... Dang it. Okay, so I have to hope that that Chinesium rocket explodes and I catch up double time on them. Don't you need the astronaut facility for human in space? It doesn't say that we do. The first astronaut in space, blah blah blah. You have completed the required research for this mission. And I haven't done the research for astronauts, so I assume it's fine. And I also have recommended parts, so I'm pretty sure it's okay. I would assume you do, Marvin. But it says we've completed the required research, which means you don't require the research for the astronaut training facility. See, it's training, right? We're not going to train these guys. We're just going to fire them up there and hope for the best. Anyway, let's continue on. Boomer is just about done. Okay, lab expansion done. Orbital chimpanzee payload, less reliable. Chimpanzee's gonna wreck the thing. Okay. Well, I'm glad it's cheaper to build. That means I can make a better, more reliable one, right? Optimizations in the guidance system and fuel efficiency. Ooh, suboptimal becomes optimal. Doesn't really seem very important to us, but okay. You're already pretty reliable. I'm not really keen on boosting that. Let's just get more science out of it. I don't know though, launch reliability just seems like the best thing to always take. It's a hard call, but I really don't want you blowing up on me, Boomer. Besides, we're doing it pretty immediately, so that should be fine. Just squeeze everything we can out. Alright, chimpanzee vehicle. This might be a good opportunity to, since it's cheaper, right? We'll build these nice big, fat, expensive ones. And we're getting it at a discount. That's actually a really good opportunity to get extra leveling up on these. Hell, since it's cheaper, I could really big this one up. But it also takes longer to make. You will need to research the selected vehicle part. Oh, we need to research additional thrusters? I wonder how that works. Oh well, still, we're going with this big, chunky, expensive things. The Bismarck. Again, a good name, but not what we're going to go for. We're going to go for the Anima here. Alright, so that payload can make it then. Loving that discount. 5 months, jings, right. The launch is next month, and then I really need to get on the... I need to get on that human in space, see if I can beat the Chinese to it. Do not like that. Can't let the Chinese be the first into space. With a human, no less. I don't think there's any sort of sabotage. It's not that kind of game, dare I say. Let's get that astronaut training facility operational just in case it's needed. And unfortunately, it looks like you do have to do this lab expansion thing. Dang, it's not what I was hoping for. How does it benefit? Payload cost would go down by 5% there. But we just plain get more science per month if I put you here. Science per month is hard to argue with. Nice and simple to think about as well. And fewer things I have to destroy. Okay. Limit 0 of 1, so probably not. Can you build more than one? Build more than one what? If it's parts of the base here, then perhaps not. Building limit reach. It said we can research more ways to do this, but what I'm hoping is that you can research more area to build on. Ah, man, these rocks and things have got to go. Oh, but there was a clear button there, wasn't there? Clear an obstruction, move over, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It'll cost more than others. Yeah, well, let's not even think about that until we have our 50% cost remover. I think it's highly likely that someone sabotaged our launch. The freaking AA rocket that shot our rocket down. Well, we make a business out of firing rockets, so if we just say that we had a catastrophic launch, it tilted down and ended up directly at the Chinese Space Agency. Astronauts must study countless disciplines to meet the demands of space travel. And finally, devising more cost-effective methods for clearing the surrounding... The Romans had this one down pat. Alright, never mind that. It's time to do our satellite imaging. We are ready for launch. Voomer, don't let me down. Well, it all starts with the weather. How's it looking? Rainy. Oh, we don't like rainy. It's not a big deal if we postpone this, but on the other hand, I don't want the Chinese getting ahead of me. But these conditions are miserable. Deep, dark clouds, heavy rain. Oh boy. What are you thinking? Should Voomer just go for it? We are otherwise a pretty good rocket. Voomer can handle a bit of rain, says Pandy. Right, off you go. Twa. Duh. Go. The rain will put out the fire. Good start. Great start. Right, off we trot. Accelerating fine. Keeping in the air. Tilting a little bit off course, but I'm sure you can still pierce the heavens. Whew. Come on, big. Oh, yes. Oh, hell yes. I've never once been let down by Voomer. Well, let's not jinx it just yet. Nice boost. I'm not going to auto-resolve that. I'm sure we can do it better ourselves. So, out we go. Let's go and create the first version of Google Maps. Achieve Earth orbit. I figure we're already up there, but sure. Recht. Man, feels good having all these commands and all this extra power that I pumped in. What are we going to do first, though? Gee. I don't know. If I get myself 3 batteries, I can then turn those batteries into a lot of Wi-Fi and some compasses. And then I can get some even more compasses. That seems pretty good, since I need all of that anyway. And then I'll be able to turn my compasses into lots more batteries, and then it just seems like a good idea to just make more of everything, right? Got to keep in mind that I'm going to need a hefty amount of Wi-Fi up here as well. So let's go. How grim are our odds here? It's about a 1 in 4 chance of things going Pete Tong, but that should only cost us power. Alright, got ourselves some initial batteries. About a 1 in 4 chance of Pete Tong, he says. Some interference is kicking us down here. I'm just going to spend the power, though. A solar flare. Overwhelms the transmission. No. Resist. Get me what I need, which is everything. Oh, come on, Voomer! Uh-oh, what's that even? Small error in thrust calculations. Payload drifts out of position. It'll cost you another bit of, cost me another bit of Wi-Fi. I might just take the Wi-Fi cost. Don't know, I need Wi-Fi. Let's resist it for now. Okay. Excuse me. If I get some power for some batteries, I can combine my batteries with the compasses to make a hell of a lot of Wi-Fi. And then I can turn the Wi-Fi into compasses and batteries. That seems quite good. Let's just try not to run out of power up there. That would suck. Jeez. Okay, good. Well, good enough, I suppose. Can we not get some critical successes, please? Gotta remember, we need to at least do the minimum here, so I can't skimp on getting our batteries or our compasses. Still, we're drowning in Wi-Fi. Let's put that Wi-Fi to use. So, Wi-Fi for that, and more Wi-Fi for that. And then all I need is a little bit more batteries. So, I think I will just use power for the batteries, and then we will have everything we need. And we even have some power left over if any of this fails. Well, if two of them fail, we'll be okay. So, get it done. Underperformance here. Unreal. Why did we have to start our Google mapping process over Arabia, though? I don't know. Right, this is fine. We accounted for this. We'll just spend the power. Now we have enough for success, but I want critical success. And there we go. 8, 6, and 4 with a free turn. Proto Google Maps is operational. Looking forward to Seleucus tomorrow? I'm looking forward to the reward for beating Seleucus. Let's look at it that way. I certainly am. Alright, good job, Voomer. It got a little ropey up there, but we made it. Uh-oh. China reached the next era? How did China manage that? They haven't even put their human into space yet. I need to catch up on that big time. What even gets you into the next era? I don't know, but I can't trust them. Maybe it's when you beat a certain number of things. I mean, I am technically in that era, I'm just not doing anything for it. We already managed a lunar orbit. So, I would really, really like to do Far Side of the Moon, but I've got to chase the Chinese when it comes to human in space. So we'll have to start planning that mission, and then when we launch the Anima, that's when we'll do Far Side of the Moon. That's the plan, at least. How's our research looking? Okay, we can demolish things better. Swell. Research, additional lab expansion, PR office, training support, build time down. That's weird. The percentages must be very much reaching thresholds to drop it down by a month. Reductions of 2 and 10% seem pretty meaningless. Another mission slot sounds amazing, though. More missions is more everything. Let's work on that then. Having 3 missions going at the same time would be swell. You must build an astronaut training facility. In order to hire astronauts, first thing you need is an astronaut training facility. Once constructed, a pool of training astronauts will appear. Choose your agency's very first astronauts. The astronauts will be required for crewed missions. Okay, does this one that I'm looking at doing count as crewed? Well, I guess we'll soon find out. Let's start planning it. First payload. I always want to use the extra power. There we go, crew capacity. See, it didn't tell me I needed that, but there we go. At least we have what we need to build it up. And I'm sure we'll be fine. Let's just go with that extreme expense. Yeah, I'm thinking of that as well, King Skink. It sounds like I'm saying crude instead of crude. Alright, let's start building this thing up. You must build in it. Yeah, okay, well now she tells me. It's alright though, let's just start spending all that money we don't have. Training facility is huge and costs a Brazilian dollars to build anywhere because it's so huge. But over here looks good. Vehicle cost, Costs go down, launch reliability goes up. Alright, this is a natural place for it, but it costs me $1.4 million, which I don't have. And I don't appear to have any quick way of getting that kind of dosh. Is there a better, cheaper place to put it for now? Yes and no, mostly no. I could build you over here, far away from everything else. And it'll take 5 months to build anyway. I could put it right in the corner. I can't believe they've made rocks in the way such a huge part of the cost. It's kind of absurd. I think I'll just have to put you down here. 350k seems quite good, and but I really want you there. Right of the launch pad looked good. Which launch pad? I have 2 of them. You might mean this one, but it doesn't get any bonuses there. Oh, well, this gets a slight bonus. Very slight, though. Doesn't even seem worth building there. Bonuses aren't so good. Money is more important. You can move that. You can move them? Ooh, didn't know that. Anyway, down you go. Can I really move? Oh yeah, there's a move button. There'll be a funds cost depending on the type of building. Cost of... Yeah, okay, well... Changing the layout of your base can come in handy when trying to fit in new bases or make the most of it. Okay, well... the cost of destroying this stuff is just ridiculously expensive, so we'll have to make do with a lack of bonus for now. So in 5 months we're going to have our training facility. Mercury is going to be a bit ready ahead of time. Shame. Can't wait to have another mission slot. Always need more mission slots because the money I could make off this chimpanzee is very tempting. Clearing land, especially rocks, is insanely time-consuming and costly. I just don't know why that's part of the game. Seems absurd. Oh, well, there's the money. Of course, we told people that we were going to make Google Maps for them. And we did, so they're willing to give us enough money to clear a rock. Thanks. If you could have just given me like a pickaxe, that would have been sublime. Payload building cost down. Excellent. And what is this? I can see why Stalin needs our help. He couldn't get off the ground. What about the Japanese, though? They put an animal in space. Good job. Do not like that. Oh god, it's taken me so long to catch up with the Chinese. But we'll have our Mercury complete in 2 months. If we can just jam out a rocket in time and just throw it up into the air, no matter the costs, we might be able to get there. I could have sworn it said these expire, but I'm not seeing anything to back up that claim. Right. Let's expand that lab, gain extra tech, and next month it's Mercury. There's nothing else for us to do but wait on that. Okay, great. Now we can make ourselves another mission control, and we're the second one to hit Era 2. See, I thought we were in this, but we're not. Maybe we got this because of the whole astronaut stuff. Early satellites encircle the Earth. The world below is increasingly captivated by the idea of space exploration. Can humans truly survive? Chimpanzee can, surely we can. 2 experience levels after launch for the booster is lovely. You researched a second era tech, I think. That's the mission control expansion. I see. Right, human in space. This is the thing I really need to catch up with the Chinese on. Unfortunately, I don't think my rockets are particularly fast to build. Nonetheless, the only one that I can build that's going to work here is the Ariane, which we've seen, but we got a bit of experience with it, so that's okay. And then the booster is another Ariane. Build time of 5 months. It hurts. Okay, well, who's going to be our rocket that gets us people up there? It's actually going to be Raw Reef. I think I got that one right. R-E-I-F. I'll go with it. Okay, Raw Reef, this one's up to you. 5 months build time, though. Yeah. Hopefully it's done well. Now, let's really hope that in the month after it's built, there are conditions good enough to blast off beyond the Chinese. So does that mean the Chinese were ready several months ago and just decided to wait 7 months to launch it? I don't know. Wish I knew a bit more about how the AI worked here. I absolutely want that extra expansion on mission control. Why is it so expensive to take out a few bloody rocks? I can get a slight boost by having you adjacent to whatever this is. I think that's the initial... Oh, God knows what it is. At this point, really, I should just be trying to find inexpensive places to put you. Everything is so expensive. I hate these rocks. And this is with the cost reduction for destroying them. This has got to be my biggest criticism for the game thus far. Somebody said I'd hate the mini-games, but I don't find them too bad. I just find them kind of fun. But this... Maybe it's just because I really like building games. Having a really bad building experience is rough. All my homies hate rocks, says Bozzy. I don't know what he means by that, but I can certainly share with the rock hating right now. I guess this is the best place? Still costs an abusive amount of money to put you there. Maybe later on into the game money becomes less of an issue, perhaps that's part of it. You also only have one adjacency bonus here. I think I'll put you here instead. Cheaper, you get the one adjacency bonus that matters, so there you go. Yeah, maybe just France is really grim for building on. Let's see, this is probably coastal France. Again, I'm being coy, but I still like to think this is mainland France. They're all identical. Well, that's super sad. Okay. An additional... Let's go away from buildings, right? The building screen makes me very unhappy, so let's look at anything else. Contractors... Or... Ooh... Multi-crew orbit. Well, I should consider what the upcoming milestone missions are going to be. Crewed moon landing is quite far down, so I think that's a no-no. Are there any... Oh, hello, Mars. A Mars flyby is possible. Lots of science available. People love it. Earth missions generally take a month. Those on other planets may take several months or years. Scary stuff. So you'd need that. You'd need the Mariner 1. And it would probably want me to get some chunkier beasts for the vehicle. So that's probably a little bit far away right now. Maybe I should get some contractors. Might be useful. But I can't because I need... I guess I need 2 more of these in order to get that far. I like the idea of the double Vega. Atlas is just really expensive. Really? It needs... Why would I want to get other kinds of these if I don't want them? Right, well then... Just kind of looking to see what's the cheapest. Oh, well, you're nice and cheap. Star. I guess I'll get Atlas and the Star then. Yeah, go for it. Vega might not be able to carry a person. Atlas says human-related. What? Powerful human-rated liquid fuel thing. Yeah, it does say human-rated. But this one allows variety of. Oh yeah, bigger capacity on Atlas. Makes sense with the name Atlas, doesn't it? Whereas the star says small payloads. Vega says, again, small payloads. Well, I mean, people are small payloads in the grand scheme of things. Okay, let's believe that that's going to be fine. Anima's about to be ready. Japan has requested that you redirect your observation satellite to track a severe tropical cyclone. Could prove dangerous to several countries, probably including Japan. If you agree, your advisors believe your agency will gain reputation with Japan. Your mission team estimates the science output for the mission will be reduced by 1 month. We've been cozying up with the Japanese previously. Let's be humanitarian here. Satellite imaging science reduced. That hurts. How much is it reduced by? Please help us, says Alpha. Okay, Chimpanzee is ready to rock and roll. Let's decide on our launch. Nothing notable about the construction. Ah, Boomer's around. Boomer succeeded telling us to buy no anime. If you'd been in faster, would have rejected the call then. Training focus. The payload and the launch are both quite unreliable, but I'm bigger on the launch than the payload, because if there's no successful launch, there is no payload, successful or otherwise. Oh, we've got to wait a bit on this. Might be good though. 1, we're not in a hurry here. And 2, it gives us more training time to make it a more optimal launch. So December it is. And would you look at that, we have the opportunity to get a raise and delay if need be. So, confirm. I'm glad we can get that chimpanzee launched. I want the money and I want the Soviets to like me. That human in space, on the other hand, oh, we're against the timer on that one. Alright, we've got 3 out of 4 with grabbing Atlas. The capacity on Vega is actually lower than the Star. The Star is really cheap. Probably because it's so unreliable. Alright, let's get Vega then. Okay. And we have astronauts now. And Vega's done. Now you've constructed an astronaut training facility, you can hire astronauts. Oh, I will. Who are we going to get? Oh, wow, these are ugly. You received your first influx of astronaut hopefuls. Find some training astronauts hired for the space program. Each potential astronaut has a higher cost, monthly salary, as well as special talents. More trainees will periodically be added. Check back here often. Construct more advanced... okay, great. Astronauts hired, you'll be able to... I hope I don't have to pay... Oh, I do have to pay them. Oh. And I have to pay a higher cost. Expensive. Okay, Lurk is an electrician. I like that power. I don't care so much about navigation. Less recovery time for them after a mission. I don't know how important recovery time is, but I don't like the fact that you look like you got the mopes. Hard to say no to an electrician. Oh, but they're the oldest one. Oh man, they're going to retire on me. If I get the young one, I also don't have to pay them quite so much. I do like the idea of not paying. Yeah, I hate paying. Right, we're going to have you around for a long time. I hope you don't demand pay increases. The young one also works. Well, yeah, gotta consider that, don't we? Oh, we can get rid of the names and give them something much more fitting. I think our first person over here in space is going to be... he uses lowercase, doesn't he? We're going to have JJ Ho-Ho heading off into space. Welcome aboard, JJ. Now I can get my contractors. And let's see, orbital chimpanzee in 2 months. Raw reef will be done in 3, and then let's hope to God we can beat the Chinese in getting into space with humans. First dead person in space. Okay, let's go. Right, speculation mounts about the first human in space. Several newspapers and radio programs have focused on the burning question: Who will be ESA's first human in space? My money's on JJ Ho-Ho, though you couldn't pay me to take their place. I bet that was Fan of Gaming writing in. Okay, onwards. Right. Sorry, we mistook the chimpanzee for JJ. We already have someone in space. Right, the odds aren't looking great. Let's hope the weather is on our side. Looks good. Looks crystal bloody clear. A bit cloudy though. I don't know if clouds really affect this kind of stuff. Probably. Anything does. Probably like a -3 or a -5. Oh well, wow, no, it's apparently very good. Only a 1 in 20 chance of critical explosion for Monkey Brain. Let's have it. 4, 3, 2, 1. Le go-go. Land on le land. Alright. So far so good. Doesn't seem to be veering off course drastically. We've certainly had that happen before. Hey, there we go. Monkey Brains is up and on the go. Oh, it was good, but it could have been better. Also, damn good to get extra experience on these otherwise somewhat crummy components. Excellent. Now, auto-resolve looks like it would win no problem, but let's not trust it. So we've given the chimpanzee a bunch of levers, and if it pulls the right one, it gets some delicious monkey food coming out of it. So we need to hope that it can work well with this. We have a lot of power, so it seems to me that I should start at, let's see, the hunger for batteries is higher. So let's get some Wi-Fi and turn the Wi-Fi into a lot of batteries. Monkey Brain immediately fails at his first task and starts chewing away at the components, so bang goes some of our power. Hope the chimp got fried. Right, send in the next chimp. Okay, next chimp is only sucking on the components and not chewing them, so no incredible destruction there. And we get ourselves our battery power, and we can invest battery power into lots of Wi-Fi and turn Wi-Fi into lots of batteries, and that will be almost everything we need for system success. Alright. Monkey see, monkey do well. And monkey follow up. Monkey also follow up well. Alright, now it's almost, well, I think it is impossible to fail now. The monkeys have done us well, just get us that last extra bit of juice, and just in case, let's get some recharge power, and that brings us up to 3 and 5. Excellent. You know, I've never thought about how badly positioned the chat is on this, but I don't think there's a good place for the chat, so gotta live with that, I think. Alright, go figure, they once again decided to fling monkey poo all over the components, but we can just resist, and we're good. I can't think of any corner in the screen that isn't filled with information. Chat has to go somewhere. I'm adamant about keeping chat on screen. That's something I will not remove. Anyway, loads of money, and the Soviets love us. Put Stalin's son up there. Excellent job. And how do we feel about this? Ooh, well, we're close to having warm diplomatic relations with the Soviets. And we got ourselves that mission done. And since I'm not in a hurry to be doing multi-crew or anything like that, I can finally... Well, let's check the other request here. Really good for getting support here, and lots of science. But I'm more interested in getting alliance with the American... Ah, it does go away! Ah, it doesn't tell you when, but they do just seem to go away. I really wanted that American alliance, but it's not happening. Okay. Okay, well, never mind that. I think I will go for the Solar Observatory. The science and the support is really good there. Oh yeah, hard to say no to that. Orbital Solar Observatory. Launch a satellite into Earth orbit. Take part in project. We should have plenty of dosh for that, so let's have it. It suggests I use stuff, but I already have all that stuff, so never mind. Plan the mission, and let's go. Whoa, okay, right, the reliability goes way down because of the experimental nature of this, doesn't it? It's okay, I'm going to go for the power. Achieving orbit is always easier with lots of power, so I'll just use the expensive... It is expensive. I wonder if I'm going to get kicked in the teeth someday for constantly using high power. Payload rating is an overall rating based on select payloads, modules. Higher rating means... So does that mean I could use other modules if I had them here? Let's go back a bit. Yeah, it's the only one I can choose here. Well, high power it is. We'll start building it. I forget how long it takes. Not sure it even says here, but get it built anyway. 3 months. Very well. Okay, Rarif is almost ready to go, and we have got to, no matter the cost, blast you into space before the Chinese get any funny ideas. So, ooh, oh, and the funding review is going to look rather positive for us. Ups a daisy. Oh yeah. Accept, as if I have a choice. Our little toy rocket's ready to rock and roll again. Nothing notable about it, which is a shame. I could do with a bit more launch reliability. Now... Oh, this is a crewed mission. You'll need to assign the appropriate number of astronauts. Well, it's just one, so that's okay. So, on you go, JJ Ho-Ho. First man in space. He doesn't look thrilled about it. Okay, never mind that. Mission training. I'm always keen on getting more reliability on these. Now, we can see that the Chinese are going for it in March. If we also go for it in March, I think we will be... Yeah, we'll be considered going before them. I think you get priority ahead of the competitors, which is nice. But we should probably start February. If conditions are great in February, we take them. And if conditions are bad, we wait till March. Seems like a good idea. Choose Feb just in case, exactly. And I don't know if the conditions are the same. If I have to face horrible rain, do the Chinese? I don't know, and I don't know how I could confirm it. In any case, Jojo, you're going up there. There's no return journey for you. Your contribution to humanity will be your first. Right. Okay, I'm glad we got that one stuck in there just before the Chinese. There aren't any fancy ones at Mars. Wait, there are? No, there's not. There's just Mars flyby and that. Nobody has that kind of tech. Right, Chinese have people tied to the rocket to deflect the rain. Seems like it's going to create more problems than it solves. I think you can propose joint missions and diplomacy screen. Really? Whoa, look at that. You must have a conference center to propose joint missions with an agency. Okay, well, not going to happen then. Boost of science is nice. I want to cheese off the Chinese a bit more so we can get a bit more funding. It's actually good to have them really bad. Or really good. Neutral's just the bad one. Maybe they'll hate me if I beat them to having the first human in space. We did say we'd be the first. Okay, let's go. Wait, do we have a free mission slot right now? I feel like we just won on something. No, because we're working on our solar observation right now. Okay, bring it on. Now we have the extra slot. Contractors during vehicle construction. Lovely. Hopefully they don't cost me money. Right. It's 1 month before the Chinese get there. Let's have a look at the skies. Are they on our side? I don't see any rain. In fact, I see a lovely, beautiful sunset. Godspeed, JJ. That's life. Well, for other people, maybe. Oh, look at that. We've even got adequate conditions for you. Don't worry, you've only got a 7% chance of a critical failure, JJ. Get your ass up there. Easy does it now. What was all that stuff dripping out of the bottom of the... Tell me that's not a fuel leak. Maybe it's just going to add to the efficiency of getting up there. Maybe it's just JJ's tears. Whatever it is, it seems to be doing just fine. Normal for rockets. Oh, there we go. Adequate from JJ. I'd expect nothing less. And we've maxed out the booster of it, and we're pretty good in the upper level. Wonderful. No wonder we did well. Look at how good we are with experience of these things. Again, not going to bother auto-resolving. We'll do this ourselves. I didn't even explain. I think plenty of people expected JJ to pop there. Don't worry, there's plenty more opportunity for you to fail. We need you to collect some Wi-Fi and some compasses up there. Well, I gave you a ton of power for this, so it should be fine. The crew resource is available. Crew can be used on commands that typically generate more resources. You have a limited number of crew per turn that will replenish at the start of the next turn. Ooh, well, that's kind of good. Means I could have you do a mission report. That's actually really rather good, because then we can also get... yeah, we can use the batteries, which aren't useful for the mission, to generate some other stuff. So that's going to leave us with tons of that, and then I want even more. I could use some Wi-Fi to generate more of that stuff. I mean, anything that gives me more resources for not as many resources is surely good. Because I can turn that into 4 Wi-Fi, which is really good. Alright. Let's have it, JJ. Oh, he didn't muck up his first job in space. He must have had to calibrate some audio equipment up there. Oh, pretty happy with this. Although I don't like the 29% critical failure chance up here, though. Seems a bit high. Well, we're making it. Yeah, JJ is outperforming a chimpanzee. And I bet we don't even have the levers put out some food for JJ up here in space. Right, it can be used again. We can use the Wi-Fi to... Wow, the Wi-Fi can generate 4 bits of compasses. That's really good. Yeah, that's a lot of compasses. We do need compasses, but we need a ton of Wi-Fi as well. So if we do that to get a lot of Wi-Fi, then we are pretty good, but we need yet more. If I use you to do that, then that's going to be good for making even more Wi-Fi down the line. So we'll get you going. Oh, whoa, Christ, the Matrix has struck us up here. A crew member made a minor trajectory miscalculation, causing a positioning error. Command's output will be reduced by a compass. Not on my watch, it isn't. Bald Bull is in the rocket with him. How did he get smuggled aboard? That must have caused the trajectory problem. Nobody expected another 300 pounds of Bald Bull in there. Okay, and... oh, he's not failing us again. That's good, although we're not getting any of our critical successes. Okay, it's looking pretty good. Now we have 6 more things to go, so I think first port of call is to make sure we have a lot of Wi-Fi. And then I can turn that Wi-Fi into having all of the compasses that we need. And then it's just a case of getting 2 more Wi-Fi and we are good. Get everything we need if this goes to plan, and we have all the power we need for the critical failures. Yes, adequate. Please, Jake, adjust expectations. Success is a little optimistic. Oh, JJ. Yeah, okay, once again, JJ is sitting back watching the Matrix trilogy instead of actually helping us out here. Another trajectory problem. Just resist it. I'll give you the power. Yeah, this crew stuff isn't really helping. Okay, we got some signal. Huzzah. Wait, whoa, no one said he could come back! Get the rocket guidance system! Ah, damn, who made this thing buoyant? Ah, here we go, the Coast Guard is ready to take him out for good. Probably broke every bone in his body coming down out of that, but there we go! JJ is the first human we've ever had in space. The Chinese are just gonna have to suck it. And we get the big fat mission reward for it. Seems like that's something you should always go for. 50% boost is humongous. Funnily enough, we don't get as much stuff out of... we don't get as much tech out of that as we have previous things. I guess we just didn't learn much about it. Recuperation 3 months. I'm sure you'll be fine, JJ. Actually, you recuperate mega fast, don't you? That was your thing. Okay, well, that feels good. The Chinese get to play second fiddle, if they can even succeed in that, and then the Americans are going to be following up shortly after. Excellent. So, what are the next things up? We got any cool requests that help that involve joining with another agency? Ah, damn it! I missed my opportunity with the Americans there, and I continue to feel the burn on it. Okay, well, next up will be what exactly? We need to start considering other planets and working our immense amount of JJ science into it. Multi-crew orbit. Multi-crew orbit is an option. It's also a pretty fast one to get done around Earth. But surely there's a lot of science to be had for figuring out Mars. Yeah, the Mars flyby would take a long time, but we have the extra slot for it. Alright, I reckon we're going to get on that, but we're going to get on that on the next session. It's been a great introductory course to the game. It's been a lot of fun. Feels a little easy, though. JJ, first man in space. Suck it. Oh, there's not enough space. Okay, first man in space. Expertly done. Right, we'll come back to this and we will continue this on with the long play. And I don't know what the conclusion of the game is. Maybe the research can give us an inkling. A crude Mars landing. Well, it is called Mars Horizon, isn't it? I don't know how long that's going to take, but if it proves to be too fast and too easy, we might crank up the difficulty for a second run. But those are questions to answer at a later date. For now, the stream goes down and I'll be back in a couple of hours with some Hearts of Iron 4. So until then, it's a cheers and cheerio.